All right, thanks to those joining me live and to those that'll be joining me on Archive D-Style here. Make sure you throw a jab at the like button as you come in. If you're listening to this on Archive, the play-by-play punch by punch will be time stamped, so make sure you keep a lookout on that as well. Um, First of all right, I'll be starting the punch by punch for the next fight here. I do have both fights on. Okay, what's up, AJ10 in the house? Yeah, I got the Showtime fight on my television. I got the Zone here, right on the phone. Okay, so we're doing double duty here. I'm just watching both, but when it comes to the punch by punch, it is going to be the Zone. Okay, um, so I won't be doing that for the Showtime fights. I cannot do both, obviously, at the same time. I'm not going to be like, Davis to the right, Hooker with the left, and then, Davis gets a knockdown, Hooker goes with the right, Ramirez to the right, and now Hooker. Like, yeah, I can't do both, right? Davis, I can't do that. Look at Adrian Broner, bro, looking like he gained a lot of weight. Holy shit, right? Good crowd over there with the Davis fight. There's a good fight right now with Williams and Vicente going on. Make sure you throw a jab at the like button as you come in. We're going to be doing that punch by punch, starting with the next fight. Scrapbook Boxing. And now make sure you guys subscribe to Scrapbook Boxing. You got to subscribe to Scrapbook Boxing. Scrapbook is perfect for like put it on speaker. Well, obviously it's not speaker, but put it out loud and you're getting the tux ready, for work. You're getting that tie on and you're listening to Scrapbook Boxing, Talks and Boxing. Great stuff. All right, great stuff. So make sure you guys subscribe. AJ10 in the house, the official fact check. We got a residential fact checker. He's always right on the keyboard, always, or phone, however it does. Right? We got him on here. Chief Funk 84, yeah. Fight night, bro. Absolutely. Very underrated fight. Hooker versus Williams. We're going to do that fight. John Sarnin in the house. What's up, D-Style? Carlos Mazuka says, what's up, D-Style? Absolutely. Thank you for joining in. Champion Sports Entertainment. Salute, he says. What's going on? Absolutely, Scrapbook. You got great content, Just waiting for this fight to end, and we're going to get this rolling. We're going to get this started. Okay, a lot of you already know how I do. All right, so we're gonna do that. Make no mistake about it. All right. Let me close this window. I don't know why this is up. Here we are. There we are. All right, cool. Enjoy the fights, my brother, says Chief Funky. That usually means he's leaving. Yeah, that's what that means. No, it's all cool. It's all good. Thanks for the support. Make sure you throw a jab before you go. That's usually what it means. Good night of boxing, says AJ10. We're going to be scoring tonight. You know what I did? Look, I already got it. Look at this. Sharpie. We got the Sharpie ready. We got the notes ready. We got ready for everything. John Sargent Boxing is the best sport in the world. That's the right thing to say on this channel. 11 people on, 8 likes. Let's get those likes up. Let's get them up. Right? Subscribe if you like the content. Throw a jab at the like button. Right? And by the way, look at all this, guys. Look, I just want you to see all this. All these are the notes, bro, from all the shows, right? With Reggie Owens, Calcast, with G-Funk, bro, with Haplo Time. Look at this. The week before, all these notes. And then when the week's over, bam, they're gone. It's going to be clear. We're going to have a brand new schedule, right? The whole night, everything. We got everything ready for you guys, all right? So the Corrales-Miller fight with 51 seconds to go on Showtime and the William Vicente fight in the 9th round, a little behind. They started around the same time, but they stopped it for a little bit because it started a little later, but stopped it a little bit because of a low blow and the whole 9. Now this one was stopped for a moment as well. All right, here we go. I don't know what's going on there, but that's that. Naseen Thread Dream says, let's get this party started. And it does a LDBC. I hope there's no robberies tonight, says AJ10. Hometown decisions. I have a feeling there won't be. I think it's going to be a good fight, guys. I think it's going to be a good fight. All right. G Funk says he's going to throw that jab at the like button. That's what I'm talking about. Right? That's what I'm talking about. Right. All right. All right. Let me play the videos. I know just to make sure I'm not freezing up at times. All right. All right. G Funk has some homeboys to check out the fight. Look at that. So that's what I'm talking about. Get some people to watch the fight, bro. I told people, friends on Facebook to watch this fight. You guys got to be telling people, man, even if it's a Showtime fight, right? If you're watching the UFC tonight, shame on you, okay? Boxing has some great fights tonight, right? The Showtime fights just ended, right? And right now, look at this. We're almost done with the 9th round of the zone fight. We're gonna do the play-by-play. Punch by punch. Let's get the thumbs up. Let's get the thumbs up. 13 live, 10 likes. Let's get it. 13 likes. Kelly Enigma, salute to you, fam, he says. Hey, Kelly, if you want to do the in-between rounds for the Tevin Farmer fight and also the Maurice Hooker and Ramirez fight, let me know, Jose Ramirez. And you could do in between while I do the play-by-play. Let me know, and you could also be here for post-fight. I'll send you a link before the Tevin Farmer fight for sure. All right, awesome. Awesome. I don't know what happened in the Showtime fight. Look, this dude did the Rock, bro. We got knocked down, and he went up like the Rock. Okay, you know that thing when he just popped back up? Look at this. Corrales. Unbelievable. Did the Rock move? Agent 10 UFC content has been on my recommended videos all week, and I barely watch UFC content on YouTube because you watch combat sports. That's why they're doing that to you, bro. Right? Scrapbook Boxing says, what's up to Cali Enigma in the house, by the way. 13 people on, 12 likes. I know there's a like missing somewhere. Let's press that like. All right? Let's get it up. The sooner we get to 20, the better. Right? I'm waiting for this fight to end. So I could start calling the next fight. Do a play-by-play on that. It should be fun, bro. What fight is next? Does anybody know? By the way, I've said this for a long time. Okay, Vicente versus right now and Williams. The zone, like HBO is good for this. Even ESPN does it. Showtime is really good at it. You got to either say the colors or show the colors of the trunks of each fighter. So when somebody tunes in midway through the fight, they know who is who. When you say, oh, Williams this, and you say Vicente that, they know who you're talking about. The zone does need to improve that. There's no doubt about that. All right? No doubt about it. Make sure you share the video for those that don't have the zone and want to tune in, don't want viruses on their freaking devices and shit and all that. And moderators, please. Anyone who asks for a link, tell them, And if anyone, it's a cardinal sin in this channel. If anyone who says turn the camera around or show the fight, they're done. Okay, you have 100% green light to get rid of them, right? You don't have to wait for me to tell you, oh, get rid of this guy. You just get rid of him, right? Man, look at this old man. This is crazy. What a knockout. It's funny hearing Paulie after the bare knuckle debacle. Yeah, right. It's like the only thing you think about. The shit is insane, right? The shit is insane. It does say, I'm going to double check, but either way, even if it doesn't say no footage, it's just no footage, okay? No footage, point blank, period. All right? Vincent Bedway in the crowd there. Round 10 of 10 for this zone fight. I just want this fight to end already. But Enigma believes Karate beating Miller. To be honest, I only watched like the last 3 rounds. Well, we'll see who they announce here. We'll see who they announce. This should be a good night of fights, guys, honestly. Good crowd in the Showtime fights. Good crowd. It's taking a while to announce the cards, man. It's taking them a while. It doesn't take that long to add. Okay? I don't care how slow you are. It doesn't take that long to add up some numbers. Absolutely. The thumbs up are very important. Absolutely, Scrapbook. Turning round 8. I have no idea who won. Cross popped up, bro. Rock style. Did you see that when he pushed him down? The way the rock would pop up for the people's elbow. Shit was insane. I don't know. They haven't said who won. I got my water ready, by the way. Corrales didn't win. Calinima says Vicente is a dirty MFer. Look at that. They gave him the win. By the way, what's his name? What's that? I got my notes. Okay. Ricardo Nunes. All right. Ricardo Nunes. You know, he's going to lose, bro, but don't be surprised if he puts up a pretty decent fight, man. Don't be surprised for a couple rounds. That's all I'll say about that Tank Davis fight. All right. BS. Corrales won that fight, he says. Wow. Apple type you on the Showtime card of the zone right now. I'm watching both, but I'm gonna be once I shoot play by play, it's gonna be the zone. The perfection. Salute D-Style up in here. Absolutely. I see a lot of you guys from the last play-by-play, punch by punch. So you know how I do. We'll be getting started with that in a little bit. Keep boomerang in that city where you are or area. I'm not sure what you're asking. I'm in El Paso, Texas. All right. That's where I'm at. But they're doing the Williams Vicente announcement here. They had it close, man. One judge had it for Corrales, Kelly. So one judge agreed with you. Showtime had it for Corrales. So Advertise says, salute to Scrapbook. Boxing Dialogue says, I predict a first round KO by Tank. First round? Hey, if he KOs that dude, Ricardo, in the first round, that's pretty impressive in my opinion. A lot of people calling this a showcase fight. It might be a showcase fight if you think very highly of Tank, because Tank's a really good fighter. But I mean, this is a fight he has to take, or he gets stripped. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's not necessarily a cherry pick. I hope people understand that. Right? AB looking like he's about burgers. Yeah, he gained a lot of weight, bro. AB will never learn, dude. He's never gonna learn. The Vicente Williams fight, I didn't get to watch much of that either, guys. So sorry, I can't give you more than that. We'll do the next fight for sure. Don't you worry about that. Everybody make sure you say salute to one another. And by the way, make sure you throw a jab. Throw a jab at the like button. It's the best thing you can do. Give him more visibility. Best thing you can do, guys. Man, give me a moment, guys. 1 second. Hey, there's a pretty good crowd in that Showtime fight, bro. And look at that. They did a Twitter poll. 61% thought Miller beat Corrales, by the way. All right? So, for what it's worth. You know what I mean? So, hey. AB stressed out his boxing out. Jesse De Goyano, Ramirez Hooker fight who won. They haven't fought yet, but you could stay tuned. We're going to do a play-by-play for that fight. A punch-by-punch. All right? So make sure you tune in, and we're going to do the other fights from the zone as well. Once this interview ends, the zone takes forever to do these interviews, bro. Like, get this dude out of the ring, and let's keep going. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I say. AB has a lot of gray hair for 29. Hey, man, I ain't going to talk shit because Let me tell you, I'm nobody to talk shit about that, bro. Right? I already got a little, not a lot, but there's some here and there. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I'm gonna be looking like a silverback gorilla, like fucking by next year, probably. So I ain't even gonna talk shit, bro. Okay, ain't gonna happen. I have to get like, I'm gonna have to dye my hair or some shit, bro, soon. But you know those things women pluck their eyebrows with. I'm like, I got Ramirez since AJ10. And by the way, who we got, Hooker or Ramirez? Hooker versus Ramirez. Who you got? I want to hear. Some of you already say it. Who do you got in this fight? This is a good fight, man. This is a unification bout. All right? That's what this is, man. It's a unification bout. I can't wait for this bout, bro. I'm pumped up. Okay? I can't tell you, man, how pumped up I am for this fight, in all honesty. Okay? I don't just say stuff like that. I'm pumped up, man. Okay? I want to show you guys something. Well, let me first hold on. Hold up. We're ready for this fight, man. We really are. And so I'm gonna have it on the screen here, and we're gonna be, scoring the fight and everything. So, I'll be, I'll have access to score the rounds and the whole nine, and then we'll go from there. You know what I mean? So, I'm gonna give this a try. If I don't know. I mean, I'm a Sharpie kind of guy. It might upset some people that I'm not using a Sharpie and I'm using this app instead. You know what I mean? But at least for the main event, you guys let me know, Sharpie with a clipboard or this. What's better, right? Sharpie or digital? You guys let me know. You guys let me know. All right? Sharpie or digital? Okay. But there you go. Johnson says Ramirez, Prince White Charming, eating shoot prevents gray hair. Seaweed. I said shoot, bro. What the fuck is going on? Seaweed. That's what happens when you go live. Okay, prevents. Are you being serious? Jonathan Stern says Ramirez, Boxing Dialogue says, when's the last time you saw a boxer from France? Yeah, I told people, man, watch for this fight. Boxing Dialogue for that Tevin Farmer fight. When's the last time you saw a boxer from France? He asked. Can you guys answer that? AJ10 Gamboa fight is next on Showtime. Kelly Enigma, Scott Ramirez. Perfection says, close call, but I'm slightly going for Hooker. Okay. The name said Ramirez. By the way, I'm going to give Kelly Enigma a wrench here. Kelly should have a wrench. Right? No doubt about it. I need as many people with wrenches in case idiots come with links and shit. Right? Links shouldn't be allowed. Moderators can post links. Moderators do not post a link on any streams, by the way. All right? That's not tolerated on this channel. All right? Enigma, you have a wrench now. Haplotype says, no Sharpie. He's unsubbing. Unbelievable. You just blew your sponsorship. Carpentier, he says. What time is it starting? It's a 7:04 show. Well, we're going to be calling it as we go. I'll say that. Look at that. Showtime showing 95% knockout ratio of Davis, which is really good. 20 out of 21 fights. You guys are asking me when the fight's starting, dude. I don't run the zone. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, but I'll tell you what. I'll call it when I see it. I'll call it when I see it. Ricardo Nunez, 19 to 21 wins, have come by way of knockout. Another dude that can punch, bro. He's not going to win this fight. But it's not like people are making it sound like Davis got some like random dude to fight. You know what I mean? It's not a random dude, bro. This is a guy that earned his shot. He earned his shot. He should get his shot. All right. Dallas, Texas, Hooker. Look, we got somebody for a Hooker. Stay tuned. We're going to do a play-by-play, punch-by-punch, and make sure you throw a jab at that like button, by the way. We got Gamboa Martinez for 10 rounds. They're interviewing fucking Eddie Hearn. I care what the fuck this dude's got to say. Cuba Rank says. Top comment versus Yoka Internet Boxer from France. Rocky Martinez and Gamboa in the fight, guys. I'm not going to start a play-by-play, punch-by-punch for that fight because I'm not doing the Showtime fights, but I can always update you guys on what's happening, right? So that's that. 16 likes. Let's get a 20 likes ASAP. We're almost there, right? Before we start any play-by-plays, punch-by-punch, I want to get to 20 likes. That'd be much appreciated. Haplotype House, yes, I'll be in and out. He says, absolutely. Absolutely. Just don't forget again to throw a jab at that like button. You look at Gamboa's got like this 80s haircut going. I don't know what's going on, but Adrian Ablo says 559 California. Ramirez got this. He's the truth. Okay, and Cali says salute to the 559 from the 510 or 510. I'm from the 915, but it's not a text. Okay, but I'm rolling with what I'm rolling with. Okay, I'm rolling with Ramirez. Mr. Max, neither looked good in their last time out, but I got Ramirez, the winner of Regis Progress versus Josh Taylor, will be undisputed. You guys catch my show on Wednesday, bro. Calix just dismissed Josh Taylor. Like, dismissed him. Like I'm going to talk to Calix about that on Wednesday, bro. Okay? Like, it wasn't like the main topics. I don't want to keep going. Okay? He thinks that Inoue is better than Neri. We got to talk about that. Okay? And I don't know, man. Overlooking, Josh Taylor, I don't know that's a good idea, bro. Okay? I don't know that's a good idea. Just saying. You know what he said? He said, I'm from New Orleans, he said. And what does that mean? You're from New Orleans. Calix said, I'm from New Orleans. Progress is going to win, right? He's already looking past Josh Taylor. The disrespect. It'll be addressed, right? It will be addressed. Who you guys got, by the way? Taylor, Progress. Many say that's number 1 and number 2 in the division. So, Mr. Max says Josh Taylor can box. Read his Progress favorite 140, and I'm worried about that fight. Yeah. Calanema says, no, I like Josh Taylor. You mean you like him as a fighter? Or you mean you pick him in the fight, Kelly? You're picking up the beat? Progress. You like him in that fight? I think that's a tough fight to call, bro. Dialogue says, I got Progress. But Calix is like, you're back and forth in the fight. Calix just dismissed him. Like, I'm from New Orleans, he said. Well, where is Regis Progress from again? Is he from New Orleans? I know Gamboa was still fighting. He's still fighting, bro. I might just do a play-by-play for this because 50-50 says Scally. They're doing interviews on the zone, bro. Like man, Gamboa. I hope Gamboa makes a big comeback, bro. He's from New Orleans. No wonder. Baton Rouge. Not from New Orleans. So if you're from New Orleans, you can't pick against Regis Progress? Or you can't say he might lose? What's going on over here? Right? They're about to start this Gamboa fight. They're about to start it, guys. New Orleans, but he relocated to Houston from during Katrina. Okay, says Mr. Max. I'm just reading these comments, but all right. Make sure you guys throw a jab at that like button. Look at this, man. We have this fight about to start, bro. These dudes are still hitting mitts in the back, bro. Tevin Farmer. I'm going to do the Tevin Farmer. The zone takes precedence over this, but we already got this Martinez-Gamboa fight started 2 minutes into the round. Gamboa throwing a jab, but thrown by Martinez, missed. Jab by Gamboa. Very slow start to this fight, by the way. All right. It's a little awkward with the camera on. So it is what it is. Right now, Gamboa just measuring Rocky as we speak. Hopefully this fight ends before the Tevin Farmer fight starts, so we can just get this fight out of the way. Okay, Gamboa with the left. Right now, very slow here. Gamboa throwing to the gloves of Martinez. Not the footwork I'm used to seeing from a Gamboa. At least the last time I saw him, using some footwork, backs up a little bit. But he feels very comfortable being very flat-footed right in front of Martinez. Martinez throwing some jabs, and Gamboa looks like he's going to be looking for a counter. He's just pawing. He's circling to the left slightly. Right now, throwing another jab by Gamboa. Gamboa, jab to the body by Martinez, missed. Jab upstairs by Martinez, missed. Gamboa's waiting. He measuring with his lead hand. He circles right, circles left. Jab to the body by Gamboa. Just slight movement here by Gamboa. He moves away from the jab of Martinez, backs up slightly. Martinez utilizing jabs to the body and upstairs, but they're missing. Very slow start to this fight. And right now, Gamboa with a nice right to the body that can be very taxing to a fighter. He lands a left upstairs, does Gamboa. Gamboa again in the orthodox position, so is Rocky. Middle of the ring. Gamboa gets clipped with a jab, and he comes over with a right, but he misses. Gamboa starting to move his upper body movement a little more now, side to side, and a slight movement upstairs by Rocky Martinez, and two-punch combination landed upstairs by Gamboa. Gamboa stalking. He's a stalker right now at the moment as Rocky slightly circles to his left, and the left lands by Gamboa. He misses two rights upstairs. He's trying to set him up with a big right. Circling to his left is Rocky. Jab to the gloves by Gamboa. Gamboa, jab. Gamboa, jab to the body. Rocky circling to his left. Circling to his left a little more is Rocky. Stops. Gamboa jabs to the gloves. Gamboa measuring. He measures some more. Rocky right in front of his man. High guard by Rocky. Now he's the one moving forward as Gamboa moves slightly back. Jab to the body by Gamboa. He backs up. Gamboa circles to his left. He stops. They're in front of each other. Upper body movement left by Gamboa. Two body shots landed by Rocky. Both guys land jabs. Jab by Rocky. Jab by Gamboa. They're in the center of the ring. Right to the body. Just grazed by Gamboa. Gamboa measuring with his paw. He paws. Slight movement forward by Rocky. He's not throwing enough in this fight. I'm hoping this fight ends early. Although I predicted this fight to go the distance. Hey, Gamboa loses the fight. He might as well hang him up, says Cup City. AJ, think about not moving like he did 6-7 years ago? Absolutely not. Kelly Name says he should anyway to City. Gamboa doesn't look like the Gamboa we all know, guys. He doesn't look like that Gamboa we know. He looks slightly faster than Rocky, Rocky Martinez. He looks, but Martinez isn't even moving his head. He's there. And I gave that round to Gamboa, but Up the Zone waits a little bit for this fight here. I want to call this fight. So I scored that round for Gamboa. Look at Gamboa now coming forward again, flat-footed a little bit. Left by Rocky, but Gamboa slightly moved. Gamboa with a nice hook. Drop Rocky. Rocky's down. The ref is counting. He's at 4, and he's at 5. At 6, Rocky, he's angry. He says, come on. The ref tells him to step over. He's telling him to move left, move right. He's checking he's all right. Grabs his gloves, and we go. Gamboa with a high guard now right in front of him, pawing. Rocky misses 2 punches upstairs, a left and a right. Rocky pawing. Left by Gamboa. He was the one pawing, I'm sorry. Gamboa throws to the body. Left upstairs by Rocky. Gamboa measuring. He lands to the back of the head of Rocky. Rocky holds. The refs breaks him up. They're back to the center of the ring. Gamboa, is he going to end this early for us? Let's go. 2 minutes left to go in the round. He's got time in the second round. Gamboa dropped him early in the second round. They've done nothing so far. They're right in front of each other. It looks like Gamboa's having trouble. What's going on here? He looks so good coming out. Right to the body by Gamboa. Gracie, he lands a hook again. Nice hook by Gamboa as he got Rocky against the ropes. Rocky gets out of the ropes after he lands that hook. Right hand grazed by Gamboa. He just gets him with the left, another left. Those are grazing, but he's measuring for that left. The Frenchman is walking out, by the way. Hopefully we don't have to stop this. Jab by Gamboa upstairs. A hook by Gamboa and a right followed right after that. He's got a shell right now. Does Gamboa high guard for Rocky. Rocky's getting tagged up. Gamboa measuring right after the body by Gamboa. He goes to the left upstairs and a right upstairs. He puts him down on his ass. Rocky looks unsure of himself. Rocky trying to hang on to his mouthpiece. The ref waves it off. Gamboa heard me. Gamboa is like, I want to go listen to D-Style, do some play-by-play, punch-by-punch, so I need to end this fight now. He's telling his trainer. He's telling his trainer, I need to go listen to D-Style. So it's a wrap. Gamboa looked good in that fight. He looked good in that round anyway. Hopefully this gets his confidence up. I'd like to see more foot movement by Gamboa. Right? Rocky's head is on a straight line. Absolutely. Gamboa, even though he's having success with the hook, he never gave up on finding that right hand. And once he found it, it was a wrap. Look, Gamboa is as happy as I've seen him in a very long time. I think he needed this. This was vintage Gamboa in round 2. Dreezy says Gamboa versus Tank. Absolutely. First knockout in 5 years. He needed that. All right. Now, granted, look, I thought Gamboa would dominate and win this fight and go the distance. So, by all means, let's get to 20 likes, guys. AJ 10 says I'm hyped. That was a good performance. Gamboa goes, congratulates Rocky. Right now, Tevin Farmer's coming out to the ring. So, we'll see how it goes, bro. A perfect scenario would be for this fight to end. And then we'll get the Davis fight, and then that fight ends before the Hooker fight. Right? I mean, that will be a perfect scenario. We will see. Sergeant says, wow, you guys see that, by the way. And if you didn't see, shame, we never got to see Mikey versus Gamboa. Shame Gamboa never got that. It would have been a huge fight. Gamboa versus Juanma. It never happened because they decided to marinate the fight. Okay? So it is what it is. 22 people on, 21 likes. Let's get to the 22 likes. Share the video. The perfection, I don't know about that perfection, but Chicano Prophet for sure. This could be perfectly timed for us. Absolutely. Chicano Prophet in the house. By the way, if Chicano Prophet says he's going to do some videos, right, then I'll tell you guys to go subscribe. Are you going to make some videos, bro? Or at least one a month or something? All right? You guys go subscribe to him, by the way. Chicano Prophet left and a nice. Oh, that was beautiful by Gamboa. He would have caught him, man, in that first knockdown. Ironically, Rocky Martinez is lucky he got knocked down by the hook, because if he would have taken that hook better, that right hand would have really put him down, bro. And that one, look at right here, look, watch. They're showing the replay. That look, nice hook, and bam, that right hand put him away. The left leg of Martinez went out. They're announcing Tevin Farmer. We're going to go to that fight right now. So, actually, hold on. Whoa, I forgot about this. I got so caught up with this fight. Yeah, his feet were not under him, bro, at all. So, it is what it is, man. That was a hell of a fight, for sure. I'll be sending the link to Cali after the Tevin Farmer fight. Well, what is Well, I can't find his email. What the hell's going on over here? I don't know. Strange. But nonetheless, I got it here. Apparently not. Goddamn. I hate that my Gmail is not linked to my YouTube channel because YouTube fucked all that up. But so I always have to switch emails and shit. They're announcing the fighters right now, guys. We'll be doing this fight momentarily. All right. This is Martinez versus Farmer, the Frenchman. I said it's going to be a close fight, so we will see. All right, we will see about that. I did send a link to Kelly. He'll come on when he has that opportunity. All right. Can't overlook these old fighters these days. Absolutely. You can never overlook this fight. I do have a couple videos I'm working on to Chicano Profit. Absolutely. You guys make sure you could go do some videos one of these days. What up to, what do you call it? This Kelly. AJ Tenses, I hope Showtime doesn't have 30 minutes of interviews. You know, I would like some perfect timing here. Can't overlook these old fighters, but something definitely needs to somebody needs to retire soon. All right, we will see here right now, guys. Thank you very much for joining me live. All right, we're about to start this fight here. All right, this one I will be scoring with a Sharpie. Okay, so to keep my subscriber base, because you know I got to score the fight, bro. I didn't even have to score the Gamboa fight, bro. Okay, so here we go, Tevin Farmer. Okay, against Martinez. I might just call him the Frenchman, guys. I'm not trying to be rude, but, man, I have a hard time pronouncing his name. So, Martinez. Am I pronouncing that right? Does that sound right, guys? Or am I butchering the shit out of it? Or maybe you guys don't even know. You're like, I don't know. Here we go. They're about to start. Tevin Farmer versus the Frenchman. Junior welterweight title belt on the zone about to start. Here we go, center of the ring, high guard by the Frenchman. Tevin Farmer with lower guard. Throwing jabs to the guard is Tevin Farmer. What's going on, Kelly? Jabs upstairs by Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer starting with a jab here, trying to establish it. He goes to the body as well. Tevin Farmer circling to his left as the Frenchman is staying right in the center of the ring, turning like clockwork. He's trying to find something here, but Tevin Farmer making a miss after he throws a jab to the body. It's a little dangerous to go to the body right now, in my opinion. But right now, Tevin Farmer is mixing up that jab. He has a lower, he's holding that right hand a little low. Okay, he's got his left across his chest. He throws some body shots right there, Farmer did, and he starts throwing jabs upstairs to keep that high guard of the Frenchman. It does help leave that body open. Jab upstairs, left to the body by Tevin Farmer. Right now, the Frenchman is stalking. He gets jabbed again. Farmer looks good so far in the first minute of this fight. He throws a jab to the body. The Frenchman still with a high guard. He's blocking most of those jabs. So Tevin Farmer is doing it from an up jab position. Jab to the body by Farmer. That could pay dividends. He gets some jabs right through the guard of the Frenchman. Some of them do get through. That one landed on the gloves. That one pushed away the glove. Right now, the Frenchman is just staying in the middle of the ring. He gets hit with a left to the body. Jab upstairs by Farmer. Farmer is definitely the faster fighter from what I can see. The Frenchman is just shelling up right now. We're halfway through this round. Farmer is not landing anything devastating, but he's definitely racking up these points right now. Farmer, jab upstairs. Farmer, jab upstairs. He goes to the body. Frenchman finally throws back, but they get blocked. Right now, the Frenchman is right in front of Farmer. He gets jabbed upstairs, and he's still staying in the middle. He turns like clockwork as Farmer circles him. They both throw hooks there. It looks like they graze each other. Farmer going back to that jab. Farmer backing up a little bit. He goes to the left. He goes to the right. Throws upstairs to the gloves. And is circling again. Jab to the body, landed by Farmer. That's his money punch this round. A minute left to go in this round. Farmer touching the gloves upstairs. Farmer still touching the gloves upstairs. Farmer short hook. I don't know if that landed because of the angle. He's throwing some more jabs. The Frenchman is shouting up a lot. He's letting Farmer get away with this round. No doubt about the nice jab by Farmer right down the pipe. Right through that guard. Jab downstairs. The Frenchman just grazes it with the left, but he misses a right wide. Right now, hooked by Farmer over the guard. Jab down the middle. Jab to the gloves. Jab again. Hard to the gloves. Tevin Farmer has his arms crossed in a shell. He throws that up jab. Very successful with it so far in this round. He goes with the left to the body, and he backs up, circling to his left. He stops. The Frenchman right in front of him, and then he holds him. He tries to come in. 10 seconds left to go in the round. Can the Frenchman do something big, something dramatic? Can he do something big, something dramatic? He's right in front of him. He's following Farmer. Farmer, feigning. He makes the Frenchman miss. He holds him, and that's the end of the round. What's going on, Kelly?
Man, I'm looking at this, and The problem with the Frenchman is my opinion, is he needs to start going to the body, stop headhunting. He's not going to connect. Tevin Farmer's too fast for him, too elusive for him. And the Frenchman, he needs to just throw punches, man. Throw to the shoulders, throw to the elbows, man. Just try to land shots, man. See if you can wear him down. He's to me, he's making a mistake. He's making a grave mistake, in my opinion, and just throwing a lot of punches, man. Set to headhunting. He's not trying to set any kind of traps. He's not trying to jab. He's just looking for to land a shot here and there, hooks. He needs to just shorten. He needs to shorten his shots. To throw some straight punches, man. How about throw a jab, man? And he can't go to jab, but one of the first things, not like Tevin Farmer's a big puncher. I think the Frenchman may at some point need to sell out and just try to work the body, man, and see if you can slow him down. But it ain't like Tevin Farmer is a massive puncher or anything like that. Yeah. But Tevin Farmer's doing a really good job of working the body, man, using the jab, and I think he completely dominated that round.
Absolutely. We're back here, round 2. Farmer back to doing what he's doing. He's the one circling the ring as the Frenchman stays in the middle, turning like clockwork. Farmer does a good job ducking low, and then he holds the Frenchman. Every time the Frenchman tries to get off on the inside, the Frenchman throws a jab to the gloves. The Frenchman still, again, just turning like clockwork. It's basically working out for Farmer so far. It's just pumping out that jab, even if it lands on gloves. Right now, and making the Frenchman miss, it's those hooks a lot. He's still headhunting. He definitely needs to go to the body. When it goes for 1-2, misses. Farmer finally catches Farmer with a jab. It looked like on the side of the head there, but that's about all he's done the whole fight. Okay, we're 1 minute into the second round. Right now, both guys starting to establish jabs again. They're inside shoulder to shoulder. Farmer pushes them off. Right now, they're in the center of the ring. High guard for the Frenchman. Farmer, keeping that distance there. He also uses nice left to the body by Farmer. He throws a combination upstairs, blocked by the guard of the Frenchman. The Frenchman still has a high guard here. Farmer trying to break that, guard apart. Can the Frenchman do something here to turn his fight around? Farmer, again, a lot of those punches are landing on the gloves of the Frenchman. Some get through, but he's the only one throwing. Nice shot to the body by Farmer. The Frenchman gets caught upstairs with the left. Nice hook by Farmer there, and he keeps pawing the jab. He keeps the Frenchman shelled up, and the Frenchman does not have a good, transition from defense to offense. He's not fast enough for that. Farmer, I think, has gauged that by now. Right now, Farmer just, utilizing the jab again. Again, using that up jab. He throws 1-2, lands on the shoulders and gloves right there, landing the jab to the gloves, but he keeps the Frenchman shelled up. The Frenchman needs to do something. The Frenchman just gets a right hand in. It was real short, nothing very powerful. Farmer with a nice 2-punch combination upstairs. Right on the Frenchman, right in front of him with a high guard. Still shelled up. Looks like he has no plan. Farmer grazing with a 1-2, and he still stays right in front of him. Right, the right hand of Farmer very low. But the Frenchman is not utilizing his left hand at all in this fight. He throws it there, but Farmer ducks right on time. He grazed him with the left right there, the Frenchman did. The Farmer stays right in front of him. Jab by Farmer. Farmer right in front of him. Farmer goes to the body. The Frenchman thinks way too long before he throws a hook. Farmer moves away from the shots. He rolled with the left there. He rolled away from that left. He again makes the Frenchman miss the left. Farmer goes to the left to the body, fended upstairs, but he went to the body and it landed. Right now, Farmer right in front of him again with that low guard, throwing to the guard, and that is by design, people. Okay, he got a jab in between there. He goes to the body, another left to the body by Farmer. That did not look low at all, although the Frenchman complained. Bad sign, that might have hurt him. All right now, Farmer, that's the end of the round. How do you see that, Kelly?
Yeah, man, once again, same results. The French, why is this guy standing right in front of Tevin Farmer? And he's right in the center line. He's coming right at him, straight ahead. Just squared up right in front of Tevin Farmer, man. And then he's sitting and waiting. It's like he's waiting for the perfect shot. You're not fast enough. I'm just telling you right now, man. I don't know if maybe his corner don't seem to have any answers. He needs to sell out, man, to try to win the fight, in my opinion, at this point, man. I usually don't recommend that. That the fighters try to sell out, you know what I mean? Especially, but man, you're in this situation right here. It's not like I said, Tevin Farmer's a master puncher. He's not. He doesn't sit down on much on his punches. He throws arm shots. He's pretty much amateurish with that. This guy should be happy as hell he's not fighting Tank Davis. Tank Davis was in this guy in the first round. It's first round knockout for Tank, man. But yeah, this dude needs to just sell out and just throw shots to the arms, to the forearms. and see if he can get to the body, man. And that's the only way he should fight. But he doesn't throw a lot of punches. That's his problem.
Absolutely. Round 3. Great breakdown by Cali Enigma. Right now we're back in the center of the ring. Jabs to the guard again by Tevin Farmer. These are not being blocked on purpose, guys. Tevin is doing this on purpose to keep him shelled up, and he's setting up punches. Okay, right now, good blocks to the Frenchman did a good job blocking that hook to the body with his elbow, but that's few and far between. Jabs upstairs by Farmer land this time. That's okay. Now you go to the body. Okay, fine. I'll jab you upstairs this time. Okay, jab upstairs by Farmer to the forehead of the Frenchman. He's starting to feint the jab a little more. Is Farmer trying to show the Frenchman a little different dimension here in case he thinks he found something out? Well, I'm going to show you something else. Right now, Farmer's still popping that jab. Okay, throws it light to the guard. It's a little lazy, but it's by design. I don't think the Frenchman is fast enough to go from that shell to counter Tevin Farmer. He needs to probably be first here, try to be first. And you might, get caught, but he needs to exchange with Farmer here, force him to exchange. Right now, they're in the center of the ring holding. Both guys throwing arm punches on the inside. They break themselves. They're back to the center of the ring. High guard by the Frenchman still. Low guard by Farmer. Farmer throwing the jab, popping the jab upstairs. He misses the hook. And right now, the Frenchman throwing some punches. They're all missing. Farmer slipped and dodged all those punches. And right now, Farmer goes back to the jab. That could be very discouraging when you're getting popped with jabs, hit to the body. You throw a 4-punch combination, they all miss. And right now, the Frenchman tries to get on his toes. Now he's the one circling left, circling right. Tevin Farmer now the one like clockwork in the middle of the ring. He goes left to the body, by Farmer lands. Both guys are orthodox. Right now, left grazed the Frenchman upstairs, and Farmer goes back to the jab. Farmer stepping left, stepping right. Getting on his toes. The Frenchman throws a jab. Farmer feigning, and he misses 2 punches there. Did Farmer. He's losing range a little bit. He needs to find that again. He misses a hook, and he goes with a nice hook upstairs over the guard by Farmer lands. Still in the center of the ring. Some feigning. Farmer's circling left. The Frenchman stays in the middle. Farmer goes for an uppercut and misses. Farmer jab holds, but then he didn't do anything with it. Farmer just almost gets him with an overhand left. Hook by Farmer lands. Jab by the Frenchman finally lands. Can he get in this fight? Can he do something? He needs to change the game plan. 20 seconds left to go in the round. Farmer still pawing away. Right to the body by Farmer lands as the Frenchman throws a 2-punch combination and miss. The Frenchman throws a 3-punch combination. They all miss. The Frenchman misses the left. Jab by Farmer. Jab by Farmer. And I believe this will be the end of the round. Look at that. Mate, the Frenchman missed another 3-punch combination. He can't get the timing down, Kelly.
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about to myself. Man, this guy can't time Tevin, man. He's going to have to start punching with him, man. He's going to have to catch him when he's throwing. He has to somehow pick it up. I mean, it's just a matter of timing. He's going to have to let his hands go, man. Let his hands go and try to throw punches to the shoulders and the arms, man. I mean, he just has to. He has to sell out and throw to the body, man. There's no other way. Absolutely no other way. If he doesn't do that, man, he has no chance. Absolutely no chance to win this fight, man. And at this weight, to be honest with you, Tevin Farmer doesn't have to change anything. It's not like the Frenchie has changed anything. He hasn't changed anything, man. He's still standing right in front of him, throwing the same combinations, not throwing very many punches. I mean, Tevin Farmer, all Tevin Farmer has to do is use his jab the whole night, and he'll win easy decision, man. This fight is really that easy, man. It's one of the easiest fights Tevin Farmer's probably ever been in.
Absolutely. So far, it definitely does look like, and just to correct myself, they are 2 southpaws. Okay. So, Orthodox don't throw straight lefts. All right. Right now, they're both southpaws to the center of the ring, and Tevin Farmer is gauging. He's starting to put his paw out a little bit. He's starting to crouch just a little more here. He did change it up a little bit, but he goes to the left to the body. The Tevin Farmer makes the Frenchman miss the right hook. Right now, Tevin Farmer right in front of him. In the center of the ring. He's not moving as much. He goes to the left of the body. The Frenchman throws upstairs. Might have grazed with one of those 5 punches that he threw. Right now we're back center ring. Farmer back with the jab. Farmer jabbing again. He misses 2 punches downstairs. He misses a right upstairs as Farmer. Farmer goes back to jabbing the guard. Right now they're in the center of the ring. The Frenchman steps and he jabs. Every time he jabs, he steps. He makes it obvious. It's easy to time, and you could tell. Farmer's having a very easy time with him right now. And right now, the Frenchman, again, he's the one circling to the left in this round, but Farmer making a miss still. The Frenchman missing a lot of punches. Farmer grazing with a hook upstairs. Farmer shaking his head. Does the Frenchman have anything to offer here? Jabs upstairs by Farmer. We can play every round over and over again. They all look the same. Jab upstairs by Farmer makes the Frenchman miss 3 punches. Jab upstairs. I got to tell you, Farmer's ability to make this guy miss is impressive. He missed a left and he missed a right. He's timing himself. Farmer looking good in this round. Farmer with a jab upstairs. The jab is winning this fight for Farmer alone. He's making the Frenchman miss again. Hopefully Farmer doesn't get too comfortable, but he's definitely keeping those hands low. He makes a miss again, a 1-2. One punch landed in the back of Farmer. That doesn't count as a punch. Okay, back to center of the ring. The Frenchman bouncing side to side. He goes to the left of the body. He does land a right upstairs finally by the Frenchman. Jab upstairs by Farmer. A minute left to go in this fight. 50 seconds, that is. Right now, both guys throw. The Frenchman tries to go with the right to the body. Upstairs landed by Farmer. They're back to center of the ring. Farmer moving to his left. The Frenchman now moving to his right. Trying to at least move this time, not stay stationary in the center of the ring, just turning. Okay, right to the body by the Frenchman after he missed 2 shots upstairs. Jab upstairs by Farmer. Farmer misses the hook. Farmer misses that jab. But Farmer is stalking now. And right to the body, landed by the Frenchman. Left to the body by Farmer. At least he's landing something. A 1-2 that got blocked by the elbow of Farmer, but at least the Frenchman is throwing to the body. That is making Farmer think about that. The Frenchman misses a big wild left. Another left gets blocked. Callie, how do you see that round?
Yes, some body shots. Yes, some of them were blocked. But even if you're being blocked, if you're landing elbow shots, you should have started that round 1. Once you figure that you're going to have trouble landing shots, abandon the head strategy right away, which is what he should have did, and said, you know what, I'm going to hit whatever I can hit, and just try to keep throwing, man. But his strategy has been atrocious, man. I mean, it's just me and his corner should have changed the mindset, or at least the game plan. Your game plan should be, let's just try to land anywhere. I don't care. I don't care if they're scoring blows. If you're landing a bunch of shoulder shots, it's gonna work. It's gonna take its toll against somebody like Tevin Farmer. But yeah, Tevin Farmer's doing a really good job. Continue to get out. He's controlling the fight, man. Controlling distance, controlling the range of the fight. Everything's completely under control. I don't feel like Tevin Farmer's exerting a lot of energy either.
Yeah, Tevin Farmer's looking good. I still definitely give that round clearly to Tevin Farmer. He's definitely ahead on the scorecards. For 2 guys that don't have a lot of knockouts, that's a big deal. Right now, the Frenchman throwing a 1-2, but those did not land. Farmer going to the body. The Frenchman throwing upstairs, grazing. Nothing significant here. Farmer right to the body. Away from the camera angle. I do believe that landed. And now he's stalking. He is stalking the Frenchman. The Frenchman now trying to stay his ground. The Frenchman missing. That was about 4 or 5 punches that Tevin Farmer ducked low that the Frenchman missed. Tevin Farmer throwing to the gloves, and he goes to the body. Right now, Tevin Farmer trying to get some uppercuts inside. Jab by the Frenchman. He goes to the body. He landed like on the hip or something. That don't count. Okay, right to the body by Tevin Farmer. Partially landed. Right now, they're on the inside, fighting in the trenches. They're mid-range jab by Farmer. Right now, they're in mid-range at the moment, middle of the ring. Farmer jabs. Again, his right hand still low, high guard for the Frenchman. And right now, the Frenchman tangled up for a moment, and the ref breaks it up. Center of the ring. Tevin Farmer with a right to the body. They're tangled up. So far, a Tevin Farmer round. He's winning in all categories. Center of the ring, jab to the body by Farmer. 1-2-3 punch missed by the Frenchman upstairs. One maybe landed on the back of the head. Body shots by Farmer. The Frenchman again throwing, and all Tevin Farmer does is duck low, move his head side to side, and the Frenchman misses almost all those punches, and they land there like on the dome or in the back of the head. Jab by Farmer. He's moving forward. The Frenchman close to the corner. A minute, 13 seconds left to go in this round. Body shots and an uppercut grazed by the Frenchman. Did nothing to Farmer. Farmer pat. He starts patting that uppercut. That jab. They're both inside. The Frenchman trying to get some uppercuts on the body, but they're stuffed. Frenchman. Right now, the Farmer, jab to the chest. Throwing jabs upstairs, remaining landing on the glove, but he's, again, keeping them shelled up. Right to the body by Farmer. 46 seconds left to go in this round. The ref is breaking them up as they tangle up for a second. I would like the ref to let them fight a little more on the inside. The Frenchman comes in right to the body by Farmer. The Frenchman gets clipped with a nice hook upstairs and a right to the body, then another hook upstairs. The Frenchman himself missed 2 punches in that exchange. Farmer digging to the body for a guy with a high guard. That's bad news. More missed punches by the Frenchman. Jab upstairs by Farmer. Good defense by Farmer in this fight. Left upstairs by Farmer. Jab by the Frenchman. I think Farmer just grazed him with a hook there. And this is going to be the end of the round. Callie, how do you see that?
Man, once again, this guy, why does he keep headhunting, man? I guess when you fight, when you used to fight in a certain way, you just can't change your mindset. But that goes to show you that this guy is not a high IQ fighter, man. You have to make adjustments in the fight. I mean, he threw a couple of body shots, you know what I mean, in the last round. But, I mean, he still went back to headhunting. You can't land it. You haven't landed. I mean, the only shots you've landed have been great shots. You've not landed nothing significant upstairs. You haven't set any kind of traps. You're not even attempting to throw, man. But you got to throw to where your opponent is going to be if you're going to throw headshots, man. He just throwing at a target. You can't throw at a target. You need to throw where your opponent is going to be at. If your opponent is going to dip and dodge shots, you should be trying to set traps so you can try to land some uppercuts there, man. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, there's no game plan, I feel like, from this dude whatsoever, man. It's actually annoying. Shout out to Tevin Farmer, man. Keep doing your thing.
Absolutely. They're back in the center of the ring. Farmer circling to his right. He is utilizing that jab to keep that high guard. You know where he's going. He's going to go to the body here. The Frenchman just grazing with a left after missing one left. There was no damage there. That was a graze. Right now, jab upstairs by Farmer, and he throws a jab to the body. Farmer definitely winning this fight clearly. The Frenchman's the one that needs to do something. He throws punches. They land maybe in the back of the head. He misses the other ones. Nothing lands. Jab to the body by Farmer. Then he flicks a jab upstairs. Right hand graze upstairs, but then the Farmer getting some body shots inside while they're on the inside. Left over the guard of the Frenchman. The Frenchman trying to throw as well, but he shells up a lot. He needs to exchange with Farmer is what he needs to do. But he refuses to exchange. He's looking for that perfect moment where Tevin Farmer is just going to be there. It's not going to happen. Right now, they are tied up momentarily. The ref telling Farmer not to hit in the back, but to be honest with you, the Frenchman's hitting the back of the head and the back as well. So right now they're back in the center of the ring. The Frenchman right there, 1-2, landing in the back of Farmer's head, right? The Frenchman now still waiting. He is waiting. Oh, nice shot by Farmer. The Frenchman is gesturing that he was hit low. I got to see that again. Callie, did that look low to you?
You know, it didn't really look low to me. I didn't really see it really good. I'd like to take a look. It could be like the Frenchman is trying to get a breather because he's been getting outclassed. I can't say he's really getting his ass kicked because Tevin Farmer really hasn't landed anything significant. And I feel like the Frenchman is coming out, slapping shots this round too. He's not really seeing, those are slapping shots, man. I mean, it looks very amateurish in my opinion, but what do I know?
I agree. Look, right now, they're back to fighting here. All of a sudden, he's got all this energy, and he's got Farmer against the ropes. He's missing those punches. Some are grazing, but Farmer doing something great job with that defense on the corner. The Frenchman backs up instead of staying there. He should have kept throwing. That was a big opportunity for him. And right now, the Frenchman grazing with the left. The Frenchman getting jabbed upstairs. Hook grazed upstairs by Farmer. Jab by the Frenchman. He misses the 2. 57 seconds left to go in this round. Farmer Again, making him miss. He holds him, and then he throws some arm punches with the left to the body of the Frenchman. He's working while the Frenchman is waiting for the ref to break him up. Farmer keeps working, keeps digging to the body. And he's still, like, the Frenchman needs to stop waiting for the ref to rescue.
He's frustrated, man.
Hook blocked. Farmer blocked that hook. Farmer blocked that straight left with his guard. High guard by Farmer in this round. And he's back to having a right hand low. He makes the Frenchman miss. All he does is duck low, and the Frenchman misses those pity pad shots. Body shots by Farmer downstairs. Makes the Frenchman miss upstairs. More body shots by Farmer lands. The Frenchman might have grazed him with a right hand there, but Farmer definitely got the way best of him. Nice body work to close out that round. Farmer round.
Yeah, that's complete. I mean, that's it. This fight hasn't been competitive at all.
I don't know.
It's not like there's been. It's not like anybody's taking a beating, but it's just not competitive. I mean, I don't understand why Frenchie sat there and let him out of the corner. Well, how about instead of headhunting when he's making you miss, throw some body shots when he's bending down at the waist like that. There's a chance to go to the body. No. See, but when you're not thinking, there's no game plan there. There's no adjustments. A great fighter can adjust in that round, can make adjustments in that round, can think on the fly. It's like, I don't know if his corner's telling him to make adjustments, but look, right. He's still just trying to hit him in the head. He's attempting to hit him in the head. Look at, he's loading up. He's trying to use that jab. We're using that jab more as a measuring shot to try to land a straight left hand. Instead of him going to the body, he could have had landed some more shots if he just went to the body, which doesn't really move.
Well, we are back to the center of the ring. All right, right now, same old story. Jab upstairs by Farmer. Nothing's really changed here. He's doing it to keep that guard up. He snuck in a hook right there. Jabs again. The Frenchman moving back, circling to his right is a Frenchman. Right now, Farmer's just marching forward, waiting for a big moment. Jab by the Frenchman finally lands, but he doesn't follow up with anything. Finally lands a jab, does nothing with it. All right? Jab by Farmer interrupting the rhythm of the Frenchman, who's backing away. He needs to do something big. He needs to do something dramatic to turn this fight around. The ref warns both guys about something. I'm not sure what he warned them about. Maybe the head or something. But right now, they're back center of the ring. Tevin Farmer with a left to the body. Tevin Farmer landing over the ear, right over the ear. The Frenchman tries to get some body shots inside. Farmer with a left to the body. Farmer jabs. Farmer gets hit with two jabs right there, but then he makes the Frenchman miss two punches upstairs. Farmer again getting punches over the ear of the Frenchman, over the guard. He got an uppercut through the guard there, and he's also landing body shots. They're not devastating, but he's the only one landing and the only one making the other guy miss. He's clearly winning this fight. We're halfway through this round. This fight it's the same thing every round. Look at this. I'm seeing the same round over and over again. And Tevin Farmer, why should he change anything? Okay, he landed on the glove there, but again, he's the only one working, the only one throwing. He's a ring general because he's the one dictating where the fight's going to go. He's the only one landing clear, effective punches. He's the only one making his guy miss. Defense. Did that hook land? It looked like it grazed and right through the guard by Farmer. Jab upstairs by Farmer. The Frenchman has nothing to follow up when he finally lands something, even if it's a partial land. He never follows up. He's looking for that one big shot, one big miracle shot, which he's not going to get because he only has 12 knockouts and 40-plus fights. And it's definitely not – the knockouts are not at this level. So I don't know what he's waiting for. He's waiting for this big – unbelievable moment that just isn't gonna come. They're tangled up there in the middle of the ring. And here we go. Might as well put a rewind and forward. Two punches landed by the Frenchman. He got a jab in there and jab to the body by Farmer lands. Farmer goes to the body and then a hook upstairs. The Frenchman misses two. And right there, Farmer get him to the body. And he threw like 4 punches upstairs. 2 landed. Kelly, how do you see that?
Man, Tevin Farmer completely outworked dude. Man, he's not a smart fighter, man. I mean, what's the purpose? Every round looks pretty much the same, except what Tevin Farmer threw a little bit more punches. I mean, but he doesn't do anything different. He doesn't change his game plan. He doesn't go to the body. He's just trying to hit the straight. He's trying to land a straight left hand, like it's gonna do anything anyway. It's like you said, I mean, he has no power. So he's praying on the straight left hand to land, which it hasn't landed all night. When it does land, it grazes the top of Tevin Farmer's head. So it's not like it doesn't have much power and it's grazing the top of his head. It's not going to do anything. But he, for whatever reason, he hasn't figured out, you know what? Let me try this body thing continuously. Let me come out with that game plan. It's like he's never seen a tape of Tevin Farmer fight or something. Right. I swear to God, man, this guy, it's like his team never broke down any film. It said maybe we need to go use the bodywork game plan.
Yeah, I agree. They're back to center ring, and I feel like I'm watching round one all over again. Look at this. I'm watching this fight and the Tank fight at the same time. All right? There's the same thing over and over again. Right now, Tevin Farmer circling to his right. Feel free to update me, guys, on what's going on in the Tank fight in the chat. Right now, 1-2 grazed upstairs by the Frenchman. Nothing landed, guys. Nothing. And when he does land, it's in the dome, in the freaking dome of Tevin Farmer's head. That's like no damage. And right there, he's throwing pity-pat shots, and even those are missing. Can't even get those. Farmer holding on, killing some time. He goes to the body. This is round 8, by the way. Just going to the body right now. Farmer pushing him against the ropes. Now he's trying to manhandle this dude. I never thought I'd say that about a Farmer, bro. All right, look at this. He is stalking. Farmer is a stalker right now. The Frenchman looks like he's content. I hate to say this, but it looks to me like he's content to just continue the same thing. And I think a punch-by-punch, blow-by-blow is kind of pointless at this point. A hook upstairs by Farmer. This guy, I think he looks, to me, Kelly, he looks content with just going the distance.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. He just like, I mean, He doesn't look like he gives a shit about winning any rounds. He hasn't changed anything, and not at all. It's every round has looked exactly the same. I mean, we already know what the next 4 rounds are going to look like. Am I wrong? I mean, we really do. We really know what the next 4 rounds are going to look like. I mean, it's absolutely. Oh my God! Tank Davis just got a brutal knockout. Oh my God!
Tank Davis knocked this dude out, bro. He did.
Tank's a monster, man. Yeah, Tank just absolutely annihilated. They stopped the fight. Tank just destroyed this dude, man.
Wow. Actually, it looked competitive. I mean, I wasn't really looking at it because I was calling this fight, but
it was competitive. Tank's just a killer, man. Tank, like the people were telling me, like, you're because Gamboa is going to get destroyed. He's not the same kind of athlete he once was, man. Tank. That's why I said Tank and Tevin Farmer, bro. I'm not trying to be funny to me. I know when people like Tevin Farmer, it's a mismatch to me. Tevin Farmer don't have enough power to keep Tank off ball, and Tank will go to the body. And Tank has the same kind of athleticism, but and just as much speed, but far more power, and loves to go to the body, man. I just don't see Tevin Farmer being able to do this.
I want to see the knockout.
I had to see it.
Both guys were big punchers. It was going to end early regardless.
Yeah, Tank's just a monster, man. It's an absolute monster. But I like Tevin Farmer, man. I mean, he's definitely skilled, man. I would love it. I would love to talk to you. I got to talk to you off air and tell you why about why Tevin Farmer doesn't have much power. I'll tell you off air, man. I can't do it for a reason I can't tell you on air. I can tell you off air.
Good body work by Farmer ending that round there, man. It looked just like the other rounds. In case you're like, where's the blow-by-blow? It looks like the other rounds. Okay.
Exactly. No, he's not lying. It looks exactly like the other rounds. I mean, you know what Frenchie's going to do in the next round. He's going to continue to look for the straight left hand, and he's not going to do much else. He's going to use that. He's going to use his right hand as a measuring tool to try to throw the straight left hand with no hopes of landing it. He's not even. He's like, it's just a hope and a prayer. Please, he's going, please God, just let me land it once. Just let me land it one time. Right. And he's just like it's literally a Hail Mary punch that he's hoping to land.
It's not gonna happen.
It feels,
man,
it feels like
look at how Nunes was not showing any respect, bro. That's why he got knocked out so early. Did you see him on the break there? He was like, okay,
Yeah.
whatever. Then bam.
Yeah, he tried to walk Tank down, man. Tank is a very slick, smart fighter, man. Very skilled.
Yeah, but if you look at his demeanor, he looked like he was like whatever, you know. You can't be doing that with a Tank Davis, bro.
Nah, Tank hits too hard, man. He learned the hard way, man. I mean, a lot of these dudes gonna learn the hard way, man. About Tank. Tank is a massive puncher at between 130, man, and 135. He's gonna crush people at 135 too, man. I don't see what changes when he moves up in weight.
The good news: more people listening to Hooker versus Ramirez, right? So,
yep.
Man, look at that good finisher too. That's the other thing. It's not just he's a big
well, we can talk about this because tell me what's going to change for Tevin Farmer over the next 3 rounds in this fight.
In this fight, Tevin Farmer's going to keep it. Look at this. It's the same thing. I felt like I was repeat. I could have just recorded the round and just played it again in the third round. I mean,
didn't we just say though that Tevin Farmer just beat him with a jab? He doesn't have to do anything. He don't even have to throw at all. He does not have to throw his left hand at all. He can just throw the jab and he'll fight easily.
Dude, like, I'm not exaggerating. Farmer could land 2 punches and he would win every round. All right.
No, you're not exaggerating.
Yeah.
He literally can land. He literally can land 2 punches. I mean, I can't really think of any clean shot, really.
No.
Outside of one body shot that he's really landed cleanly. Can you?
Yeah, maybe 1 or 2 body shots. That's it. And that was in the same round.
Yeah.
Every time he lands the left, it's on the dome of the head or in the back of the head, or so I don't know, man. Look at this. Farmer just teeing off on him, making a miss, throws jab upstairs, keeps him shelled up. The Frenchman swears he can go from the shell to countering Tevin Farmer, and it's just it's not gonna happen. He dug in with a right hand there, but that's it. I mean, what else?
Can you explain to me how come the Frenchman won't use any kind of angles? Why just square it up right in front of him? I just don't understand, man. Can you explain to me why he's? I mean, this is an idiot. The style of boxing. First, they rule of boxing. They tell you not to square up in front of your opponent, but he's done it the entire fight.
Yep, look at nice body shots by Farmer, man. He landed like 3 body shots there. Some more jabs.
Why I said, do you think the Frenchman gets out of the first round against Tank?
No. Especially if he's waiting for Tank to go first. Forget it. Like, I honestly think, you know what? Like, I think Nunes could probably beat this Frenchman from what I'm seeing.
Yep.
Nunes is not that bad of a fighter, dude. I know he got knocked out in the second round, so everybody's going to say he's a bum and all that, but he's not that bad of a fighter.
Against Tank. No, Tank is really good. Yeah. I think people need to understand. I know people want to see Tank against some of these other people. The really fight for people we need to see for Tank, I think right now at 130 is Burchell. That's the only fight right now. And me personally, I think Burchell is a better fighter than Tevin Farmer too. I think he gives him more stern test. There's more in his toolbox than what Tevin Farmer. I know Tevin Farmer is good defensively, but I mean, I just think from an offensive standpoint and the ability to provide angles and throw punches, I just think Burchell just offers more for Tank.
Yeah.
For more. I mean, I just don't see what Tevin Farmer can really do to keep Tank off of him. I just don't see what he can do. Look, he gets annihilated.
This Nunes guy, like, I'm not saying he's going to be a world champion, but you'll hear from him again, right? He's not that bad of a fighter, bro. Like 21-2, 19 KOs.
Well, how about we see him versus? Let's see him versus Tevin Farmer.
He's the king of Panama, bro. All right.
And let's see him versus Tevin Farmer.
I would pick Farmer over him, but it's a tough fight for him because he can't knock him out.
Yeah. No.
If you can't knock out Nunes, bro, he's got pop, but he's trouble for you.
Well, Nunes is not going to show Tevin Farmer any respect.
Like, even a dude Farmer beat what was that dude from Ireland called again?
Oh, Tennyson?
Was that who it was?
Or Jono Carroll.
Jono.
He fought 2 of them.
Yeah, Jono. Tank destroys Jono
in 1 round.
Yeah, it's Tank is just that.
He defeats Tennyson in 1 round too. He beats both those Irish dudes in 1 round. I mean, these guys that he's good, that he's going to dudes that Tevin Farmer goes the distance with, Tank destroys them like in a couple rounds, man. That's the sad thing about this. This is what I'm saying, man. people are like, oh, I'm trying to tell people. To me, he just hit him. He just hit him in the balls, man. Tevin Farmer just hit him. That was a low blow, man. I don't think Tevin meant to do it.
No, it was an accident. It was an accident.
Yeah, I don't think he meant to do it, man. So that's what I'm saying, man. It was an accident.
But if the freshman wants a way out, I don't mind this fight ending, to be honest with you.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, man. Please quit. I recommend quitting. I mean, I won't call you a quitter. I just don't want to see you fight anymore.
This freshman,
do you want to see him?
This freshman, he put up such a good fight against Jono. I expected more out of him, but Jono's not as fast as Tevin Farmer, and I think sometimes speed makes guys shell up. You know,
they took a point from Tevin Farmer. This is gonna be a 9-9 round anyway. I mean, whatever. Tevin Farmer, here's the. Don't throw any more body shots. Just jab to a 12-round decision.
By the way, I will do a play-by-play, guys. Punch by punch for Hooker Ramirez. We stopped it for this one because the knockout happened on Showtime. So we want to talk about that. And this fight, it's the same thing every round. So I don't like being a road runner, bro. Like, me. You know, that's all I say. So.
But I'm looking at Tevin Farmer. It's like, to me, I wouldn't even risk throwing any body shots. He would just throw jabs and win the fight.
Man, Farmer had a nice uppercut on the inside.
Yeah.
He's just talking
like Tevin Farmer's trying to walk him down. He's trying to walk him down to stop him. I know what Tevin Farmer's trying to do, but he just don't have the power, man. Whereas, like, I know this for a fact. If Tech Davis is doing what he's doing, dude is getting destroyed right now. And his running probably hits the mat with some of these uppercuts. And fight probably ends with the uppercuts that Tevin Farmer's landing. He just, like, so there's a reason they don't have the power, man.
They're interviewing Floyd. I wonder why. But what is Floyd saying?
I don't know. I haven't paid attention. I don't know if anybody know. I don't like that motherfucker, but that's a whole other subject.
Well, I guess you're interviewing because he's the promoter, right? That's what they're interviewing.
He's the promoter. Yeah, he's the promoter of Tank Davis. Yeah, I don't like Floyd. I don't ask. Please don't try to make Floyd Manny Pacquiao too. Please, I don't want to see that.
Davis called out Farmer apparently.
Davis called out Farmer. Good.
Yeah.
Can we get that next? Get the next. You know, I mean, if we're not going to get Davis versus Farmer next, you know what we need to get? How about JoJo Diaz versus Farmer? Can we get that one next? Then, if he can't get this next. Yeah, I'm telling you right now. I know maybe you wouldn't. I favor JoJo Diaz, bro. I favor JoJo Diaz in that fight. I do.
Man, that's a tough fight.
I got JoJo Diaz winning that fight, man.
That might be like fight of the year or some shit.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I got JoJo Diaz beating Tevin Farmer, bro. I think he stops him.
From what I saw, I gave that round to Farmer, but.
But remember, it's 9-9 because of the point that was taken.
Doesn't even matter.
So it's an even round. Who cares?
Doesn't even matter at this point. Once you go through 5 rounds,
the Frenchie's corner should have stopped the fight, man. Do everybody a favor.
Right. And it is, you know, even though people say, well, he doesn't punch that hard either, but it is unnecessary punishment at this point.
Yeah. For what? What does it mean? He has no chance to come back.
You know what? It was slow. It was slow, but the Frenchman was holding down the head of Farmer.
Yeah. You
pull down on the head, and the guy is trying to throw to the body. I mean, he could get hit in the balls, you know?
Yep. And this dude, once again, what's his first punch? He comes out throwing straight left hand. I just want to scream, man. I want to scream at him in this corner.
Yeah,
he doesn't change, man. He just doesn't change whatsoever.
It's the same pattern over and over.
Oh my God, this dude is looking to get it. He's looking to get a stoppage, man. Oh, he's looking for
nice right hand by Farmer. Farmer is starting to press this guy. He's looking for it. I'll tell you that. Going to the body, then he goes upstairs. The Frenchman.
He's trying to win by DQ, man. Yeah, have you noticed that the French Jew trying to win by DQ now?
Yeah, right to the man. Nice left to the body by Farmer, man. The Frenchman just got a hook in there, but it was not like it was like an arm punch. A jab upstairs by Farmer. Yeah. This is just I mean, it's probably the most exciting of all the rounds so far.
Yeah, but you know what? I would say this. Going off what I'm knowing what this French guy's trying to do, Tevin Farmer should have banned trying to stop this dude and go to the body and just jab to a decision. That's my opinion. I mean, because I know this guy's trying to win by DQ. I know what he's trying to do. I see what he's trying to do. It's obvious. Don't even risk it. This dude has no intention whatsoever to try to win by legal means. He can't beat you, so he's going to try his best now to try to win by, taking a dive. Fuck him. That's just where I stand at, man. I can't stand stuff like this, bro. I really can't. Unfortunately, it's part of the sport.
Someone said I'd rather see Tank versus Farmer. Well, somebody asked for the screen. There's no streets here.
He gets stopped by both him. He gets stopped by Jojo Diaz and Tank. I think Tank stops him faster though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But Jojo Diaz is going to destroy this dude's body, man. You know Jojo Diaz. That's where he eats. He eats downstairs. He's not going to be headhunting Tevin Farmer and be stupid like these other dudes. Jojo Diaz is going to the body immediately, which is why I said it's going to be a different fight for Tevin Farmer, man. That's why I don't see Tevin Farmer he don't seem too keen to take that fight right now, in my opinion, because it's a different fight. Because Jojo Diaz is not coming out here looking to throw a head and land headshot. Yeah. He wants to land body shot, and I doubt he respects Tevin Farmer's power. I think Jojo Diaz is gonna.
Well, speaking of that,
he's not an idiot though. He's a pretty good. Yeah.
The Frenchman, I mean, he's acting like Tevin Farmer is like a monster puncher. I mean, the way he's like being tentative here. But I think it's his speed. I think he doesn't see the punches coming. You know what I mean? I think that's what's making it tentative.
Yeah, this dude better stay away from someone like Tank. He just got caught with a counter right hand at the end of the round, bro. He's raising his hand. He's like, I made it. He made it to another round, so he's excited. Get out of here, dude.
Yeah. Come on, bro. Stop it.
It's like, dude, come on.
All right, man. This is the final round, finally. I'm
I was
excited for this fight because I thought it was a good matchup. I knew it was going to go the distance if you look at these guys' knockout ratios, but this French dude is just not – he doesn't know what to do with the speed. That's what it is.
Yeah. Well, Tevin Farmer did land a combination below the belt, but it wasn't like really, really low.
Right.
But once again, though, Frenchie's putting his glove on the back of Tevin Farmer's head, and that's what's going to happen. The punches are going to go lower. That's just gravity, man.
Boxing Dollar says they should stop the fight. It's this French dude has no shot to win. None.
No, but to understand, he's taking too many shots. I guess the reason why they would let him go, one of the reasons because Tevin Farmer's not a big puncher, but there's no reason for you to take headshots. I don't even arm shots. You take enough of them can do a lot of damage. People don't really understand that your brain is not meant to be hit. Your skull is not meant to be hit. So, and even arm shots are doing damage. Well, you may not think so, but it is.
Yeah, look at this, man. Every round looks the same, bro. Like I haven't seen a fight where every round looks the same in a very long time. I swear to God, dude. If you want to see the whole fight, guys, I swear to God, play one round, and then that's the fight.
Yep, straight left hand, miss, and they all miss. Left hand,
miss. Like the pity pat shots, even the pity pat shots miss.
Yep. Then he throws that. Then he try to measure with the right hand. If not measuring with the right hand, he's throwing a little lazy ass jab.
That last round was more competitive, but I still think Farmer won. Apparently, the zone gave it to the French dude, but
they gave him the round for showing up.
Yeah, like he did better, and that's what he should have been doing from round one. But man, sometimes, and I know fighters get criticized when they're rough dudes up, and but that's what you got to do, bro. If you're in there against someone
who's more talented than you, you got to do it. I mean, look, this is something that people really don't appreciate. Orlando Salido. So I don't give a shit. If you're more athletic than me, you're faster than me, I'm going to elbow you. I'm going to turn you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to step on your foot.
When we're inside, I'm going to be throwing arm punches, man. Yep. If the rep's not looking, if your back's against the rep, then that shit's going to go to your hip. Okay, I'm going to hit you in the hip. I'm going to hit you everywhere. Absolutely. Yep. And then you had a bunch of dudes, man. You know how mad I got when people were doing videos telling on the guy? Dude, stop telling on the dude, bro. Bunch of snitches. The ref didn't see it. It didn't happen.
Yep. Hey man, that's boxing for you, man. That's called veteran tactics. Every veteran who's been in the sport has learned to use some type of dirty tricks, whether it's Bernard Hopkins, whether Julio Cesar Chavez, whether it's Larry Holmes, Muhammad Ali, they all learn it. When you get in boxing,
yeah,
you get experience. You learn to use that, techniques. You learn to hide it too.
Farmer right now, I mean, he is not worried about this Frenchman at all, dude. This Frenchman is just content, and I said this I think I said in round 3, I believe. I said this guy is content with just getting his paycheck. Left-handed by the Frenchman, but it did nothing.
Listen, I gotta give Tevin Farmer credit, man. He never tried to win it and go in there and look for the knockout. He just went for it. He would just win it, just get very workmanlike performance for Tevin Farmer. You know what I mean? He's gotten smarter, and I think this is a maturity on his part. I actually respect this his performance tonight, in my opinion, because it's not like he's in other. And I thought in the other couple fights, the last few fights he's tried to play around, tried to be somebody he's not, and this fight he was himself the whole fight.
Yeah, absolutely. This is what he does. He's got to stick to what he does. Like, don't slug it out. Don't do any of that. I'm gonna take a quick break, bro. I'm gonna be right back. All
right. Yeah, so what do you guys think in the chat room? I thought this was a great performance by Tevin Farmer. I think Tevin Farmer did a really good job of using his jab, slipping shots, pivoting out of danger, which really wasn't much danger from this guy. Slipping and countering, parrying shots, you know what I mean? And just, control the range, stand, making sure that he stays out of the Frenchman's range, changing up his timing, throwing arm shots, sitting on shots every now and then just to try to change the speed of the shots, giving him different looks, using angles. I thought he did a very good job of that, man, tonight. I thought the Frenchman was awful. He threw the same straight left hand all night, never changed. For the most part, when he threw his jab, it was more of a measuring jab to try to set up the straight left. And then he would just he would throw the jab, but it would be lazy. And he never tried to vary anything else. Never really tried to go to the body all night, except for that one round. It was just, I think that was like the 4th or 5th round where he finally went to the body, and he abandoned the body the rest of the night. And when he had him in the corner, he let him out. He let him out of the corner, even though he missed because he kept headhunting. Instead of when he's in the corner, he had an opportunity to go to the body, and he just never did it. And I thought it was a mistake. And I thought it cost him. I thought it cost him. That was a dumb mistake. So what do you guys think about that? Who do you guys have in the main event? Yeah, who do you guys have in the main event? I told everybody I got Jose Ramirez, man. I'm sticking with the Fresno kid, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm gonna stick with the Fresno kid for this fight, man. But let me see.
I agree. I'm rolling with Ramirez, but make no mistake about it, bro. It is a close fight.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a close fight. I have a lot of respect for. I told you guys about Maurice the Hooker. To me, I had gained a lot of respect from the Alex Acedo fight.
Is the Frenchman disputing the fight? I saw him go like that.
Bro, this fight wasn't even close.
What is
Remember, he raised his arm. He raised his arm at the end of the 11th round, where he thought that he actually won the fight.
Nah.
He's over there raising his arms. You see, is he celebrating like he won?
No, he didn't win, bro.
What the hell is he doing?
I mean, there's no way.
Did he think he won? Did he think he won the fight or something? I don't know.
Okay,
I'm weird.
Let me go through all criterias. Was he the ring general?
No.
Did he land the most clean punches?
No.
Did he have the best defense?
No.
Like what I'm trying to understand here.
They had him landing 75 punches. I must have missed those 75 punches.
Finally, was he the effective aggressor? No.
No.
So
he didn't even throw more punches. Where does the zone, the punch stats had him landing 75 punches? He did.
Look. Farmer threw more, landed more, landed a higher percentage.
Can you find? What is he 75 punches? Did I miss something where he landed 75 punches?
They're probably counting the ones he landed on the back of the head, maybe. on the back,
I'm just trying to see.
or like the grazing shots, like the ones that just get the guy. You know what I mean? Or like, but maybe they're counting those.
Yeah.
But if you count those, you should double Tevin Farmer's shots landed. You know.
Yeah, because I'm having trouble finding 10 shots landed. I'm not trying to be funny, man. I'm not joking around.
No, like,
I didn't see.
I did a play-by-play. I think I called maybe 2 punches, 3 maybe that he landed in the 4 or 5 rounds. No, yeah, like I don't know, but that's I don't know. I don't know how this friendship thinks he won.
This guy is delusional, man. I mean, I just don't see where he was landing punches, man. I don't see any punches landed at all, really. I did see. I think I saw, like 2 or 3. I can't think of more than that. Maybe I guess in the count those punches where they hit the glove first and maybe slightly touched his head. Okay, that counts as a landed shot. Okay, cool. In my day that was called a block shot, but whatever.
They're counting the shots that actually were blocked, not hit air. I think that's what they're counting,
bro. That's I'm still. I need to go back and watch. I don't want to watch this fight again. I'm not going to go back and count this shit. I can't watch this fight anymore. This fight was, like I said, great performance by Tevin Farmer. The French. I mean, it was a clean. This was more like a sparring session, man, where the other guy was brought in just so Tevin Farmer can get some work. That's what it looked like to me. It was a sparring session, bro. He had a punching bag there, who didn't provide much resistance whatsoever, man, because once again, he stood right there in front of him and let him hit him without trying to do very much. Like I said, man, this dude, he better not go against any big or decently bigger punches. I think Jojo Diaz stopped this French dude too, man. Anybody who has any kind of, decent power stops the French guy because he's square right there on the straight line. He's right down, squared up to get beat up. And like I said, if Tevin Farmer had more power, he'd have knocked this dude out. This dude is just not smart, man. I've seen so many fighters. I see far too many fighters today fight, still stand right in front of their opponent, squared up. So many guys I see that don't tuck their chin. It's just like I know this is a completely different subject, but Charles Martin is another guy that I see who doesn't really tuck his chin. He fights. Am I crazy? Did he fight straight? I mean, like straight up with his chin tucked up. He's kind of like he tilts his head backwards when trying to get out of range, man. I'm like, that's awful, man. I think Tyson Fury.
That's why Joshua knocked him out, bro.
Yep.
I'm not impressed with Martin. I never been, bro. That dude is really lucky to have held the title at one point.
Yeah. Well, he was losing the fight, remember? Until Glasgow hurt his knee. He was losing that fight. He was gonna lose.
Wow.
He was gonna lose at Glasgow. He was gonna lose at Glasgow until Glasgow hurt his knee. He won because Glasgow tore his knee up. That's why Glasgow hasn't been back either. So that tell you everything. So that knee that injury must have been significant enough where Glasgow never came back. And Charles Martin fought 2 nobodies in his last 2 fights. He fought Daniel Martz, so he stopped Daniel Martz. Even stopping Daniel Martz, he just looks like somebody who should be knocked out. It's just a matter of time. To me, he's a knockout waiting to happen, man. I got Tyson Fury being knockout. I think Tyson Fury stopped Charles Martin if that fight does take place, man. It's a disgusting matchup, in my opinion. I have nothing against Charles Martin. I think every guy should eat, but I just don't. There's just nothing about this guy that I like. He's too awkward and weird to me. I just don't see him as a winning fighter, in my opinion, man. I know Glasgow. Like I said, I want to look at Glasgow. He won. Let me see. I don't think Glasgow has had a fight since. Has he? His last fight was Charles Martin, man. His last fight was against Charles Martin. So his knee injury must have been really, really bad since then. He must have retired. Maybe the knee injury forced him to retire from or something like that. But it said he's inactive as a boxer, so it's a status on BoxRec. So sad, man, because he was beating Charles Martin. And I know both Glasgow and Charles Martin were in line to fight Wilder, and then they changed and went out to the IBF once Tyson Fury vacated. So
that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, how about that? I'd rather go out to the Vegas town than go out to Wilder. I mean, instead of being set up to get destroyed by him. But with that being said, though, like I said, Charles Martin was going to lose. He was going to lose that fight.
Wow.
And he won because of injury. He was going to lose, and then people, all of a sudden, I heard people buying into him because of the way he was talking. Like, did people not see this Glasgow fight? This dude sucks.
Yeah.
but Charles Martin, but as of now, it looks like Charles Martin's going to fight Tyson Fury next in Las Vegas. Another robbery by Top Rank, man. It's just you can't justify that fight, in my opinion.
I hear you, man. I have to take a look at that, bro. I'll be honest. I don't even think I ever watched that fight. I might have heard how he won, but man, it had been such a long time that
Go back and watch it, man. You're gonna see like, fuck, Glasgow is winning.
They're doing a 10-bell salute with Pernell Whitaker and the Santillan and the Max. Rest in peace to those guys. Man, well, what a tragic.
The last 2 weeks, man. We almost lost Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. too.
Yeah, I haven't looked into that story, bro. I heard he got robbed at gunpoint.
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Man, he said what was happening. He said he should have been more aware.
I don't want to say too much about this, guys, but Chavez is loved in Mexico, and he's loved by all Mexicans, even ones that aren't part of the law, if you get what I mean. Okay. So whoever did it,
you better stay hidden.
Yeah, you better never forget about the cops finding you. That's the least of your worries, right? You better pray the cops find you. That's all I'll say.
Yep.
So
and the other people, the underworld, we don't want the underworld to fight you and to find you. You may not have a head anymore.
Absolutely. Black Caesar says, so you all going for Ramirez. Look at this, man. Progress is in the house, bro.
Yeah, I'm going for Ramirez, man. I can't lie. I feel like California biasness coming toward me. Plus, I met Ramirez. I never met Hooker. I'm gonna tell you right now. Jose Carlos Ramirez, man, is one of the nicest people. His family's nice. One of the nicest people I ever met, man. So, shout out to him and his family.
Have you noticed, man? Like, you see a lot of people that act tough on the internet and stuff. You know what I mean? But when you meet fighters, bro, like they're like the nicest people in the world. Like it's not who you think they are.
Not all of them.
No, there's some mean dudes out there.
Not all of them, bro.
Yeah. Like
most of them are. Most of them are. But there's some mean ones out there, man. I'll say off air because I don't want to destroy. Have people come in here and being mad. But like I said, I'll just say this: I've never met a Mexican fighter that's been an asshole. Never. I've never met one that's been an asshole. I'm talking about a Mexican fighter.
Okay.
Never. No, I'm serious. Never.
Yeah. I think Canelo's an asshole, but that's another story.
I've only stood next to Canelo. I've never spoken to Canelo. Well, Canelo moves like an asshole. He's kind of a diva, which like if I don't get it my way, fuck you. That's it. My way or no way. That's the way he moves.
My way or the highway with Canelo, right? Yeah.
Canelo's showing his own right now. He's putting the world fuck to them. Canelo, you gonna make me do what? Boy, you got me fucked up.
I gotta fight who?
Fight whoever the fuck I want to fight. I'm gonna show you right now. Canelo is definitely showing his own.
Do you know who you signed? Do you know who you bought? Like, doesn't the zone know who they signed?
Apparently, they don't know. I guess they're finding out the hard way. That Canelo don't give a fuck. Dude.
Usually, he eventually does what we want him to do. A fight who, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I hate the process. Like, it's like it's just annoying to me. It's just.
We said I'm gonna do it when I want to. I'm not gonna do it because you want me to do it. Because you want me to do it, the reason why I'm not gonna do it.
Right. What diva shit is that, dude? 559 in the house. Too hard to handle music. Cheeto Money says he's 559. What is that? Where's that?
That's the area code of Fresno. It's the area code of Fresno, man. The Fresno area. From Fresno to Kings County, man, it's the area code. So if you go to you got Fresno County, you got Kings County, and that's the area code right there. So actually, to be honest with you, Jose Ramirez is from Kings County, the county next to Fresno, which is still 5x9, but it's still all good, bro. It's still Central California.
All right. So I'm going to be scoring digital this time. I'm not going to be using a Sharpie for this one. So.
Like I said, and anybody who don't know about Central California, shout out to Terrence Crawford's on. Anybody don't know about Fresno? Fresno is central from LA to San Francisco. It's right in the middle of Fresno. I mean, it's right in the middle between San Francisco and LA. Same distance.
Gotcha. Man, this is very interesting so far, but I'm waiting for this fight to come on, and I'll show that screen. But, man, this is, going to be a good fight, bro. I'm excited about this fight. I've been more excited about this fight than I was for the Thurman-Pacquiao fight.
Well, yeah, because, this to me, this one means more. One thing the Pacquiao-Thurman fight did is just it settled the difference between the regular title and the super title, which is regular title should be thrown in the garbage. You don't need that stupid ass belt anymore. just being honest, man. Can we get rid of that stupid belt? It's irrelevant to me. I mean people celebrate like that to win a world championship.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even believe they have that, bro. Like when they
remember the regular title used to be the real title, and then they created another title, which was the super title. So you can get rid of the super title.
They didn't even. They said that super champion would be rare and that it's only if a guy has like 10 defenses or some bullshit. They had all these criteria that they didn't give a fuck. They started naming everybody super champion. Who won the heavyweight fight? I'm not sure.
Like, there was a heavyweight fight.
Was there a heavyweight fight?
You told a heavyweight fight tonight?
Yeah, so somebody's asking who won the heavyweight fight. Robert.
No, there was a heavyweight fight tonight? I didn't see it.
Callie, what it do says 704 Joe.
704 Joe. What's happening, fam?
Yeah, I don't know what if you don't mind telling us, Robert.
There was a heavyweight fight tonight. There was a heavyweight fight tonight. Maybe that came on a very, very early with the Zone card or the Showtime card. I must have missed it. I didn't know there was a heavyweight fight.
Yeah, give us a name, bro. Like, we need to know who you're talking about, bro. All right. Hernandez versus Duejo. I don't know. I have no idea.
But when did Chris Mannix become a boxing guy? He used to be a football guy? Because I swear he was a football guy in the past, or a baseball guy. Chris Mannix, he don't know shit about boxing.
I know the whole story behind that. I knew from a while back, but remember, like when Sports Illustrated was still relevant.
Yeah,
magazines and stuff, and they were declaring boxing.
Yeah, that's when he used to write. He used to write for Sports Illustrated. Because I remember the magazines. Yeah.
Yeah, so they were talking about boxing being dead, yada yada. These dudes had so much disrespect for boxing, they didn't even have an official boxing writer. So they just asked people who wants to write for boxing. Like, they didn't want to pay a dude specifically for that. Mannix rose his hand, they picked him, and that's how he started writing for boxing.
Right.
That's it.
Chris Mannix is covered. He's covered football, basketball, and baseball, which is what I've known him to cover when he was covering the NBA, and I remember him covering college football. But I'm like, this motherfucker don't know nothing. Because I heard him talking about boxing, like, this heck, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. And he's writing and covering boxing. It's like, dude, come on. You don't know shit about boxing, dude.
Yeah.
Whatsoever, man. But whatever. But he gets a job because he's been around for a long time. I'm just getting around. Well, he's an American writer, so let's get him to cover. It's like when we had
that makes a lot of sense.
The only thing that makes sense, he doesn't know anything about the sport.
Oh man, unbelievable.
And Brian Kenny used to be an annoying piece of shit on ESPN. So
yeah,
at one point he was credible. Remember, at one point he was credible, and then he turned to this guy who started coming with opinion and well, you lost. Like, dude, don't insert your opinion. You just break down the sport.
Yeah.
He was a terrible fighter. I don't know if anybody know about Brian Kenny.
He was a fighter? I didn't even know he was a fighter.
Do you remember Brian Kenny? Yeah. Brian Kenny used to box.
Okay. I mean, I still respect the fact that he did it, but I don't know. Yeah. What was his record, you know?
I don't fucking remember, dude. It wasn't worth it. I just know he used to box. Oh. No, I just remember he used to fight.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I remember.
That explains his love for boxing for sure. Because a lot of ESPN dudes don't know anything about boxing, bro. It's embarrassing, but all right. Boxing conversation. Reggie Owen saying salute. What's going on, bro? And Ken Holm answered the question. Hernandez lost to Dalco. Is that how you pronounce that? In the heavyweight fight?
Yeah. There was a heavyweight fight, though?
Yeah, they put in the chat. Apparently, Hernandez won.
I don't know.
Lower level fight. It's all right.
What's up, Reggie? Owen? He said Chris Mannix covers the Boston Celtics. No, I said, but he used to cover college football too, because I remember from that. Chris Arreola was fighting. Was Chris Arreola fighting tonight? I thought Chris Arreola didn't fight tonight. Chris Arreola's fighting and I think like next week or a couple weeks against Adam Konoski in Brooklyn. So yeah, he didn't fight tonight. I know that for a fact because I applied for that for the media credentials, for the press credentials for that, and got denied by Magna Media. So I know all about that with Chris Arreola fighting.
Wow.
I applied for that fight in Brooklyn. I was going to send somebody else that probably got approved. Somebody else to go.
I got an approved for one fight, but I didn't even go. I had a funeral that weekend. Last second, but when I would do Rope Dope Radio, I did it was man, I forgot it. He fought it was the Chavez Jr. versus I forgot his opponent's name. The dude he fought after Sergio Martinez. But anyway, fought here in El Paso. I didn't even go.
I applied. I got approved for Top Rank. I got approved for PBC. I missed the PBC fight that I was supposed to cover, but usually I just go to fights anyway. Because a lot of times, let's put it this way, I rarely pay for fights. Let me just put it that way. I always find a way to get free tickets, man. I always get free tickets, man. Just always do. That's just me and having friends with them who have that kind of connection, man. But I always get free tickets most of the time. But you know what I'm saying. So I'm able to get access to the fighters anyway. And if you know what I'm saying, it's always easy to get interviews, man. Because I get interviews with fighters still. If you know where to go, if you know where to find fighters, you can actually get interviews. It's not that difficult to get interviews. You don't have to have a press pass to interview fighters, man. A lot of people don't know that. You can also reach out to fighters via Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and get at their team and get to fighters that way. You've been around long enough. And then on top of that, you also, if you do cover boxing, at times what you'll do is you'll get fighters that'll reach out to you, or their teams will reach out to you and by means to interview. So it all depends, man. But man, this shit ain't difficult, man. It's not hard to cover fights, man. It's easy as hell to cover a fight. Really easy. A lot of people think it's difficult. No, it's not. It's about as easy as hell, man.
Probably
one of the easiest things you can do. It's very fun, man, because you run into a lot of fighters, trainers, and you run into celebrities there. Man, I've met so many people through boxing, man. It's just amazing. Good people, bad people. One crazy thing, though, be careful what you say on your channel. Believe me, all the fighters, they see your videos, and they may not want to talk to you anymore. You might not even be talking about that boxer, but that
Chavez Jr.
fighter
probably never talked to me.
Say it again.
Chavez Jr. probably never talked to me.
Probably not, man. But I'm telling you, man, these fighters, man, they think you're talking to them when you're not talking to them. I'm like, dude, I wasn't even talking about you. But they'll swear up and down you were.
Wow. I mean, so you're telling me these fighters like go to YouTube and search their names and stuff?
No, it'll come up on their homepage, or maybe they'll type their name in, they'll come across it, or one of their friends will see it, and then they'll notify them about it. And then there's fighters that they won't mess with you anymore.
Yeah, because sometimes like people will tell me like, "Oh, so and so is my cousin," but I don't know. It's just a faceless account on YouTube. But what are you gonna do?
I'm telling you, that's what usually happens. Some of those people that are like faceless are sometimes they're boxing. To be honest with you, man, I was covering Usyk versus Gossip, and Usyk came across my stuff and he followed me on Instagram. Usyk's been following me for a long time. I'm saying Usyk is one of my first with like 25 followers or something like that. Usyk and James Sterling. So that man, but yeah, man, them fighters, man. Well, what's the word I would just say? Fickle, very sensitive is the best way to just describe a lot of fighters. Wow. Very sensitive, man. You gotta be careful what you say. No, man, you talking shit about me. I want to not talk shit about you, man. I want to talk about you at all. Wow. Did I name anybody? You didn't name anybody, but it sounded like me.
Okay. By the way, I have it on the screen here, man. Hooker, Ramirez, man, records. We could see Hooker's 26-0 with 3 draws. Ramirez 24-0. Age, Hooker's 29. Ramirez 26. Both guys still young. Height 5'11" for Hooker, 5'10" for Ramirez. If you look at the reach, 80-inch reach by Hooker, 72.5-inch reach by Ramirez. KO ratio 59% for Hooker, 67% for Ramirez. Both very solid in that department. Most recent fights, you could see them there as well. I think Ramirez probably could argue lost that Cepeda fight for sure, that he won by majority decision, and that his Pierre fight by unanimous decision was won by Hooker. How do you see their previous fights for each guy, man?
Hooker could easily have a loss already, but that's a whole nother. So to me, I thought Jose Ramirez lost his last fight too, man. I was there at the Jose Zepeda fight. I thought Jose Zepeda, eked out a victory. It was a close fight, but I thought Jose Zepeda, eked it out. I thought Jose Zepeda did a good job, setting shots and countering, man. And I was like, wow, bro. And I'm sitting here in this hometown, and everybody in Fresno are pro Jose Ramirez. So I'm like, man, you don't want to say anything because you don't know which one of these dudes are going to say, oh, man, this dude was hating on you, man. He had you losing the fight. You know what I'm saying? When you're there as a press. But I was like, man, I said, bro, to me, I thought he lost that round. I said, Zepeda's putting it on him, man. He was lucky, man. And but even someone had to beat the people who rooted for him. Like, man, I had Ramirez, eking it out. But there was a guy from CBS, a reporter from CBS, and he said he had Cepeda win it too, bro. Like, bro, I'm not biased towards anybody. I thought Cepeda won the fight, bro. And you know what I'm saying? But people were like, no, man, you can't say that, man. You gotta give him the benefit of the doubt. He's a champion. I'm like,
some of these dudes get a little too carried away. It sounds like.
Yeah, so that's what it sounds like, bro. Like, so basically, like, well, you just gotta give him the benefit of the doubt. Even if you think he lost, you gotta say he won. I'm like,
oh no,
that's not how it works, bro.
So, you guys just make shit up, bro. It makes
man, you know what I'm saying, man. You can say like the Dolly's Perez fight. You could easily say that. I thought he lost that fight, Hooker.
Right.
But it's you know what I'm saying, but. Hey, what do we know? What do I know, man? Like I said, and I guess in boxing, sometimes you got to get lucky too.
For those asking, Ramirez is officially in the ring, guys. So has his robe on, and Hooker has not come out yet. Mm-hmm. We'll let you know when they're in the ring.
Yeah. He said some channel was talking shit about you. Okay. I don't know. You talking about AJ10? You talking about DStyle? Some channels talking shit. I don't think DStyle gives a shit.
but who's talking shit about me? What's going on?
I guess AJ10 says some channel was talking shit about you.
Oh no, he's quoting like someone telling the fighter, like, hey, somebody's talking shit about you on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Oh, you talking about the fighter? Yeah, yeah, they do that type of shit, man.
Then look at the time that was posted. That was around the time we're talking about that.
Yeah, because you could be talking about some story pertaining to somebody else completely different, and it may sound like something that another fighter went through, And
You
then
know
they'll
what?
say they
Yeah,
talk
like
shit about them.
let's say you're talking to Ramirez Hooker. That's the title of the video.
Right.
But then someone in the
Right.
chat asks you about, I don't know, Chavez Jr. or something.
Right.
Man, that dude's lazy as fuck, and that's all they hear and shit.
Yep.
Hey, I already would call him lazy fuck. Like, so maybe you listen to the video, bro.
That's all you want, Jose. I mean, it's all you want to say that Chavez Jr. to hear it.
Right.
And I heard he's coming back. He got a fight coming up. I'm like, please go away.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. I don't care if you like me. And I heard he's a snob too. We let's say that Chavez Jr. But whatever, man.
Kid,
nah, he's a rich kid.
I never
man.
liked him. Yeah, these rich kids, bro.
Oh, man.
I can't. It's just. And then they're gonna give him another title shot if he comes back or some bullshit. You know what I mean?
Because his dad. He gets this because of his fucking dad. That's it. He does have a fight coming up. If it wasn't for his dad.
Yeah, I agree with you. Now Hooker is in the ring. Ramirez is 65 favorite. The odds are 15-1. It was 1,800 was the bet, Cali. You think that's a good bet for a draw in this fight?
Yeah, it's not a bad fight. If I'd have known, I would have put some money down on it.
Yeah. Well, if you guys listen in on Tuesday, I give you the sites where you could get a plus on Hooker, bet 100, win, and get your 100 back and win plus 125. There was some sites that had them negative. You got to watch where you bet sometimes.
In California, you can't. No, online betting is illegal, so you'd have to go do illegal betting, man. You have to go to one of the legal sites in order to bet. It's unfortunate, but yeah, California's illegal.
Look, all I'll say is do what you got to do. All right.
Well, and Nevada, you know why Nevada didn't make it illegal? They don't want nobody going against the gaming industry. They got a lot of power there, so that's why they want it. You just go to the casino and bet. I mean, you ain't look at that serious. And they have their own online places too. You can go. So there's that. There goes the California kid right there, you guys.
Look at this, man. A-Rod in the house. When you go to the same rehab with your dad, just walk away from boxing, Junior. Wow. All right, let's go. Hooker says, Famito Goon, Sandoval, Tank one by second round knockout. Absolutely. You take out the girl on the left says Black Caesar. All right, we're about to get this started, guys. As you come in, make sure you throw a jab. Throw a jab at that like button. And subscribe if you like the content. I mean, joined by Cali and Nick.
And Chavez Jr., you're embarrassing. And Chavez Jr., you're embarrassing your dad's name, bro. So at least if you're going to keep fighting, change your name.
Well, according to 7-8, he's not even his son. The alleged son. The alleged son, bro.
Yeah, that's what shit say, huh?
Shit cracks me up.
His dad's giving him. I seen his dad giving him good advice, and he just brushed. I seen him giving his dad good advice, and I seen his dad giving him good advice. He just brushed his dad off. Like, you're a fucking moron, dude. You know more than your dad. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, like it's not like your dad's some regular mechanic, bro. Like, you know, like your dad is Julio Cesar Chavez, dude. Like, what do you mean? You already know. You know. He told his dad, I already know for something about his dad was watching film of Martinez or fucking 12 hours a night. Shit, okay? Maybe I'm exaggerating, but still. While your lazy ass was asleep, your dad was studying film of your opponent, try to tell you something, and you brushed him off, bro. Unbelievable. We got some Team Hookers here. They're showing up, bro. Texas, stand up. Maybe from the Dallas area, stand up.
Ramirez getting love over there in Texas.
Yeah, Ramirez getting some love. That is for sure. Look at that. Campeón. That stands for champion. For those that don't know, right? What's that like now? He looks just like him, just way taller. Yeah, I know boxing dialogue. We're just, we're talking about the lack of heart, bro. You know?
Yeah. He has none.
Apparently, maybe his mom's side of the family has no heart. I don't know.
Or don't give a shit. Maybe not, because he just doesn't give a shit, man.
Yeah, the work ethic. He doesn't have the work
He don't
ethic.
give a shit, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, no motivation, bro. That dude, hey, he smokes weed and he acts like like a guy with no ambition.
He was gonna win the fight. but then he got high. That's Chavez Jr., bro.
It's,
Okay.
it's like he said, I'm going to box because my dad did.
All right, guys, the fight is about to start. I will be doing a play-by-play, punch-by-punch. Caladema will be doing commentary between rounds. So stay tuned. Gilbert Tanaval retracted his statement. I don't know whether you retracted, but I was about to read it. Okay. 704 Joe, I see you in the house. Feel free to score the round. AJ10. Feel free to score that round by round. We'll be scoring this. And we will see, man. We will see how this fight goes. They touch gloves. Michael Buffer's exiting the ring, and the ref staying in the center of the ring. They're exiting the ring. This fight's about to start. Both guys in their corners. They look warmed up. Here we go. Hooker bouncing in the corner. Ramirez bouncing in the corner. Hooker staying stationary. They're going to bring the bell. There we go. Center of the ring. Right now, both guys sizing each other up. Hooker missing some jabs. Side-to-side movement by Martinez with that high guard. Ramirez with that high guard. Ramirez with a double hook, and he grazed Hooker. Hooker lost some balance. It was against the ropes. He went back to the center of the ring. A lot of upper body movement by Ramirez. Ramirez, orthodox. Hooker, orthodox. Hooker with a jab to the body. Right now, stationary jab upstairs by Hooker. He feints a little bit with that jab, then he throws it and he lands. Ramirez moves away from that jab. Okay, here we go. Ramirez missing, and right upstairs by Hooker lands, and then Ramirez gets him with a hook. The ref is counting down with Hooker. The ref is counting. Hooker saying, it looked to me like, I don't know if that landed clean, guys. We're going to have to see that in the rematch. In the replay. Here we go, center of the ring. Ramirez, upper body movement. Hooker gauging with his lead hand. More upper body movement by Ramirez. He gets clipped with a jab, and he keeps jabbing, does Hooker. Ramirez jabs the glove out of the way. Ramirez stalking. Double jab by Hooker, and he goes to jab to the body. They all miss. Ramirez still right in front of him. Hooker landing jabs, and they're patting each other's gloves. Right hand inside by Hooker, grazes. Ramirez back on that mid-range pressure. He's trying to, bob and weave his way in. Ramirez against the ropes. Left hook landed by Ramirez. Hooker caught him with something inside as well. Right now they're back in mid-range, back in the center of the ring. Hooker goes to the right to the body, misses, and we're back at the center of the ring. Jab by Hooker. Hooker trying to find range. Is he nervous? Is it the arena? Is it because he's at home? Right now, Ramirez, right hand to the body by Hooker. Right hand upstairs, grazes by Hooker. Ramirez again. Right to the body. Then Hooker comes back with some of his own. Left upstairs by Hooker, grazes. High guard by Hooker, jab. Hooker with a jab. Ramirez bobbing, weaving, upper body movement. Hooker just misses with that hook. Trying to time Hooker as he comes in. Hooker with a jab upstairs. Double jab. One landed by Hooker. They're still in the center of the ring. This is a good first round. Jab to the chest by Hooker. Attempted. And my DAZN froze for a second. Here we go. We're back to the action. 12 seconds to go. I froze for a second. Right hand upstairs by Hooker. Jab. Left upstairs by Ramirez. Left by Ramirez, and Ramirez misses. He misses that right hand. That's the end of the round. What happened on that knockdown?
He stepped on his toe. That's that. I never thought Maurice Hooker was hurt either. He did. He stepped on his toe and knocked, and that's how the knockdown occurred. Maurice Hooker, his footwork has been trash in the first round, in my opinion. His balance, that's why he's off balance, and that's why you got situations where he's landing where Jose Ramirez is able to land on his foot. But Jose Ramirez is doing a really good job of slipping shots, bobbing and weaving, working his way on the inside. He's throwing some beautiful counter jabs, counter straight lefts, and beautiful up jabs by Jose Ramirez. I think Jose Ramirez absolutely dominated this round, in my opinion. I think that, like I said, the Jose's a pay to fight. I told you guys this, and when we spoke last week, I said, in my opinion, I said that Maurice Hooker is not as slippery. He's not as slick as Jose.
All right. We're back in the center of the ring.
First round.
Left upstairs by Hooker. Jab to the body by Hooker. Right now, that was a left by Ramirez. I apologize. And left by Hooker lands. Ramirez lost balance for a second. Jab to the body by Hooker. I'm liking that. Jab to the body by Ramirez. Right by Ramirez, miss to the body. Ramirez now moving his gloves, his lead hand up and down below his shoulder. Both guys exchange jabs. Jab by Hooker. Ramirez having a little bit of trouble with the distance here. Hooker does have a very long reach. He's utilizing the jab very well. Can he follow that up? However, we will see. Right hand landed by Hooker. Right grazed and mostly landed on gloves by Ramirez. Ramirez coming in, trying to come in with a jab. I like that. He throws a right hand. Hard to see in that angle if it landed. We're back in the center of the ring. Can he get Hooker back to the ropes like he did just there? Jab by Hooker. Hooker being lazy with a jab, however. I don't know if that's a good idea. Although he flicks it quick through the guard. Those are landing on the guard. Jab by, and another jab, and a hook by Hooker. It did land. A left by Hooker. Another left. Ramirez might have gotten a right hand in. Body and a right hand upstairs by Hooker. I'm sorry, by Ramirez. I apologize. That was Ramirez with that right hand. Left by Hooker lands. Hooker. Overhand right. Jab by Ramirez. Ramirez goes to the body. Hooker goes upstairs. Hooker throwing jabs. Jab by Ramirez. Ramirez with the right hand through the guard. He has Hooker against the ropes. He's going to the body. Hooker did block that. But Ramirez going with rights and lefts over the guard. He's got him against the ropes. He does a slight push and he keeps him there. He's keeping him against the ropes. He wants him there. They're shoulder to shoulder. Overhand right by Ramirez. Left to the hip. Lands. A little low there. Landing on the hip. But right now, Ramirez feints to the right, but he keeps him on the ropes. He's using his left upstairs by Ramirez, partially blocked by Hooker. Hooker keeping a tight defense. Right hand upstairs by Ramirez. Hooker did land a shot right before that. Hooker keeping a tight defense. Right now, they're shoulder to shoulder. Ramirez with the left upstairs. Left by Hooker. Right, left, two lefts, I'm sorry, by Ramirez. Left by Ramirez over the guard. Right hand through the guard. Left to the body. Just got in there. Right to the body by Ramirez. Partially blocked by the elbow of Hooker. Those shots are getting blocked there, but he's keeping them against the ropes. He's keeping that pressure. Two shots missed by Ramirez. Short left by Ramirez inside. Ramirez has him still. Left to the body. Left upstairs, blocked by Hooker. Ramirez pushing him back like a bull. He got a right, a left, a right upstairs. He misses the left. Grazing with the left. Hooker comes back with a right. What's going on? The ref. What's going on here? Oh, that's the end of the round. Gotcha. Okay.
What not crazy? All the people who said I was crazy when I told you that Robert Garcia doesn't make a difference. You're seeing it right now. What you've noticed from Jose Ramirez is, like I said, I told you guys that that Maurice Hooker's not as slick as Jose Cepeda. That fight against Cepeda has made him better. And in the Jose Cepeda fight, one thing that you'll notice too is that Jose Ramirez didn't slip punches as well. He seems completely focused on his defense in this fight. And if you look at when Maurice Hooker's throwing punches, and when he's throwing the left hand, the right hand is there. He's been blocking a lot of those punches, man. He's not getting hit clean, Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez, now some of those shots on the inside didn't land, but he did. He was very, very patient once he got on the inside. He wasn't just winging shots. He was very patient and methodical, and I liked it. I think he's dominating the fight so far.
Well said by Kelly. And yes, that is Kelly for those that asked in the chat. Here we go. They're back in the center of the ring. Ramirez high guard, and so does Hooker. Right hand by Ramirez. He throws a three-punch combination, then a left upstairs. The combination got blocked, though. Right now, they're back, and Hooker trying to get a right. He's trying to pierce that right hand through the guard of Ramirez. He's jabbing, but he's trapping himself against the ropes. He circles to the right, this Hooker. Left by Ramirez, lands upstairs. Nice jab. Ramirez doing some upper body movement as he tries to come in. Ramirez got hit with two jabs right there. He missed a hook, but he's keeping the pressure. And then he goes to the body. He puts full hip and torque on that. He's trying to get some uppercuts in. Nothing really gets in, but the pressure continues. It looks like an uppercut landed on the inside right there by Ramirez. And right now we're back in the center of the ring. Jab by Hooker. They both get jabs in. Mid-range, both guys. Hooker blocks some hooks upstairs. Right hand through the guard by Ramirez. He's bouncing. He's a little more on his toes than Hooker. Jab upstairs by Ramirez. Hooker throwing jabs. He misses a right hand just barely. He needs something big here. Graces with a right hand. Ramirez is near the ropes. He's near that corner. 1-2 by Hooker. The one got in. Hooker, pawing. Jab through the guard. Ramirez tries to reach with a body shot, misses. Hooker catches him with another jab. A jab again. He blocks body shots with his elbow. Does Hooker. He has long arms. He can do that very well. 1-2 by Hooker. Both punches land. Jab through the guard by Ramirez. Slightly glanced. Both guys throwing uppercuts in there. Both guys miss those uppercuts. Jab to the body by Hooker. Jab upstairs by Ramirez. Center of the ring. Jab by Hooker. Jab by Ramirez, and his hook gets blocked. Ramirez trying to hook over the guard. He goes to the body. He misses a hook upstairs as Ramirez. Jab upstairs by Ramirez. They both try to exchange. A right hand by Hooker through that guard. He goes to the body. A right hand upstairs by Hooker lands. He's going to the body again. Right hand upstairs. Landed by Hooker. Bouncing side to side is Ramirez. The pressure continues. He's not discouraged. Right hand by Hooker. Gets through that guard. He goes with left to the body. The shots upstairs get blocked. Hooker trying to hang on here. Right hand upstairs by Ramirez lands. Left grazed by Ramirez. Ramirez continues. Right hand through the guard by Hooker. Right now they're in the middle of the ring. Jabs by Hooker. 15 seconds left to go in the round. Ramirez backs up slightly. 1-2 by Hooker thrown. Right hand by Hooker. And I don't know if he landed that second right, but he threw it. And a 1-2-3 punches landed by Ramirez. They exchange briefly. And there we go. That's the end of the round. Again, the ref needs to stop both guys from going at it.
3-0, California. Just want to throw that out there.
I don't know, man. That's a close round.
That was a close round, but I thought early on, I thought Jose Ramirez would land a bigger shot. The Hooker did come back, started to land some big shots, but Jose Ramirez answered, and then Jose Ramirez also closed well in that. So I gave it to Jose Ramirez. But Hooker is starting to land some shots, man, where he wasn't landing it earlier. But I have a 3-0 so far, in my opinion, and plus the knockdown. So, Hooker's starting to land some shots, though, man. He's starting to sneak stuff in now. But Ramirez is not slipping shots the same way.
It's definitely that was definitely the closest of all the rounds. That's a right hand that we talked about. That was a nice right hand by Hooker. He landed some really good jabs too, but so did Ramirez, man. Ramirez did some work, and then he did enough in the end too, I think.
I'm gonna tell you, bro,
very close round.
Ramirez is not moving his head as much as he did the first two rounds. He needs to get back to moving his head and slipping those jabs, and he needs to be cognizant of the right hand. Keep that left hand up.
Absolutely. Right now he's throwing jabs, and Hooker is pressuring. I'll tell you what, though, it could be the beginning of a tie being turned here. That's for sure. Right now, Hooker throwing jabs again. Double jab by Martinez. Ramirez. I apologize. Okay, Ramirez pressuring. He gets clipped by two jabs by Hooker. Hooker misses that jab. Jab miss upstairs by Ramirez. Right now, both guys in the center of the ring. They stuffed their own work there momentarily. Hooker continues the pressure. Right now, they're in mid-range now. They both stopped. They're both flat-footed in the center of the ring. Ramirez misses the left and the right hand, landed upstairs by Hooker. Hooker with a jab to the body. Hooker lands two jabs hooks to the gloves. Right now, Ramirez throwing jabs. Ramirez, he almost got him with a right hand, but he just missed. Hooker escaped from the ropes. Jab upstairs by Ramirez. He follows up with a hook. He also landed a body shot. Jab by Ramirez. Hooker doing a windmill and then he gets jabbed. You can't get hit when you do the windmill, right? He goes to a jab to the body. Jab upstairs by Ramirez and a hook upstairs by Hooker. Ramirez on his toes here momentarily. Bobs and weaves. Jabs inside by Hooker. Ramirez high guard. Hooker has a low guard. His left hand is low. He's open to a right hand. And believe me, it looks like Ramirez is aiming for it. Jabs by Hooker land and makes Ramirez miss that hook. Double jab by Hooker. Jab by Ramirez. Ramirez with another jab landed by Ramirez. Jab to the gloves, landed by Ramirez. Right now, Ramirez, trying to go to the body with his lead hand. Hooker backs up. Hooker with a 1-2 misses. Hooker jabs to the glove. Right now, center of the ring. Right hand just grazed. Did not land. Okay, by Ramirez. Ramirez and Hooker center ring. Nice jab landed by Hooker. Ramirez comes back with a right hand. We're back to the center of the ring. Hooker landing some good jabs here, and then Ramirez comes back. Hooker, the hook gets blocked by the glove, and then he gets a jab through the guard. He's circling to his right, and then they let a hook landed by Hooker. They both land right hands. Left upstairs by Ramirez. Double jab by Hooker. Jab by Ramirez. Then he goes to the body. Then he goes upstairs. Those are partially blocked. And then here comes Hooker back again upstairs. And he's coming back. That pressure's real. Left to the body by Ramirez. And that's the end of the round. Callie, how did you see that round?
That's a clear hook around to me. Yeah. I thought Ramirez started to come on a little bit towards the end, but Hooker clearly dominated that round with the jab. And he also has Jose Ramirez very cognizant of the right hand, is that he's hurt him multiple times with the right hand. Even not just this round, but the last couple rounds, he started to hurt Jose Ramirez with the right hand. So, this is clearly a hook around. He absolutely dominated with that jab, man. He's kept it out there. He's doubled and tripled up the jab, too.
Keep in mind, the round 3 is very close. Round 3 is a very close round, too.
Agreed.
So, a lot of people could have this very, very close. So keep in mind round 3, guys, on your scorecards, regardless of how you scored it. All right? And shout out to everybody in the chat. We see you.
It could easily be 3-1 or 2-2. If you don't count the knockdown, it could be a draw right now. It's an even fight. That knockdown really shouldn't. Then this is why you need replays in boxing. You should take that knockdown away, in my opinion.
I agree. Now they come out center of the ring. Same stances, high guard for Ramirez. And right now, Hooker trying to establish that jab. Can he continue the success that he had in the last round and get a lead here? Ramirez just grazes it with the left. And the pressure, he's keeping that mid-range pressure. Jab upstairs by Ramirez lands. Hooker goes to the body. Nothing landed, but he went to the body. All right, right now, missed jabs by Hooker. Jab upstairs by Ramirez. Hooker again trying to aim. Right hand missed by Hooker, and then he gets an uppercut inside, but left upstairs. A hook, that is, by Ramirez. Good exchange. Ramirez with a jab. Double jab by Hooker. Center of the ring. Pawing this Hooker with that jab. Right hand by Ramirez, grazes, and then they exchange hooks for a second. Jab by Ramirez. They're inside. Ramirez throwing hooks upstairs and downstairs. It looks like the hook upstairs got blocked by the glove. Right to the body by Ramirez. He goes with a 2-punch combination. It gets through the guard. He has him against the ropes. Going to the body and then uppercut inside. The other side. He did it with the right hand and the left. Body and then uppercut inside. Where the uppercuts did not get through. He's digging to the body. He's grinding to the body. He's got Hooker against. He almost has him against the ropes again, and now he got some. He's pushing him with the shoulder. Hooker covering up, keeping a tight defense. Ramirez, the pressure is real. They're locking horns. Hooker digging to the body. Those shots, they're getting partially blocked by the elbow, but it's landing. He almost got him with hook upstairs, right to the back of the head. Hooker again, just keeping a tight defense as the pressure mounts, trying to get some shots inside and overhand left and a straight right by Ramirez. Hooker comes back with a 3-punch combination on the inside to body shots by Hooker. They're locking horns, left upstairs by Ramirez, 2-punch combination by Hooker. Locking horns some more. Right hand by Hooker lands, left by Ramirez. Both guys are going at it. This is an inside fight. Hooker getting some shots in. Ramirez just missing uppercut upstairs. Ramirez pushing him. He's pushing them back. They're like bulls. They're fighting inside. Right hand landed by Hooker, and he grazed him with the left. Hook by Ramirez. Hook by Hooker. 1-2 by Ramirez on the gloves. 1-2, and looks like a third punch got in by Ramirez. He got another left. They're pushing like bulls. And again, right hand by Ramirez, right by Hooker. Hooker misses the left to the body, right to the gloves by Hooker. And this is the bell. I think.
God damn, man. I was gonna get ready to give this fight. I don't know who won because I thought at the end, Jose Ramirez. I thought not Jose Ramirez, but I thought Maurice Hooker did a good job of landing some of the cleaner shots. But but then again, I go back. I remember that Jose Ramirez landed some uppercuts in between there. A lot of those shots were blocked, but he was landing some uppercuts, man.
Yeah, even
on the inside, man.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, they were starting to land. So, man, that fight's. I'm gonna score that round even. That last one, I'm going to go to score that round even.
I don't
That's
do
tough
even
because I thought.
Sorry,
what?
I don't do even rounds, but I agree that was a tough fight. That was a tough round.
Yeah, because if Hooker had some success, I was like, oh man. I think as soon as I thought that Ramirez was getting ready to domiinate, Hooker came back and landed some big shots.
I think the aggression made the difference. I think the aggression made the difference in this fight, in this round.
I agree. I don't think Hooker want to be on the ropes too much though. He needs to get off the rope. He needs to get the leverage on his shots. Jose Ramirez backing him up actually is good for him defensively because Hooker can't get the leverage on the shots.
We're round 6. All right, here we go. Both in the center of the ring. Hooker circling to his left, but he's getting himself closer to the ropes. Look at where they are now. They're near the corner. Now they're back in the center of the ring. He's doing half the job for Ramirez, getting himself against the ropes. Ramirez throws hooks upstairs, but they're blocked by Hooker. Hooker blocking hooks. Look at that. Double jab by Hooker. Ramirez bobbing, trying to weave, and he gets a jab upstairs, doing a good job closing distance. Again, he has nice hook landed by Ramirez upstairs. Lazy jab by Hooker. I don't know if he should keep doing that. He lands a nice jab on Ramirez. And right now they're in the center ring. Ramirez and Hooker momentarily on their toes, but then they get flat-footed again. Jab by Hooker. Jab upstairs missed by Ramirez. Ramirez gets hit with a jab to the mouth. He throws a jab and misses, does Ramirez. Double jab by Hooker lands. Hooker circles to his left. All right, both guys didn't land there right now. Nice body shot by Ramirez. Partially blocked, but most of that did land with that left. Both guys exchange jabs. Right hand by Ramirez, and he goes to the left to the body. Jab upstairs by Hooker after he made Ramirez miss a jab of his own. All right. Right now, I think Hooker's making a mistake abandoning the jab to the body, which he was utilizing earlier in the fight. Jabs by Hooker. Ramirez throwing jabs from different angles as well. Nice 1-2 by Ramirez. Lands a 1-2 again. Hooker's it's over.
Whoa! hey, I'm gonna say this real quick while this fight's in it too, man. One of the things about Maurice Hooker, one of the reasons why I picked Jose Ramirez too, is the Terry Flanagan fight. If you remember the Terry Flanagan fight, Terry Flanagan, who didn't have none of the movement that Jose Ramirez came with, and he had success, and it was a close one. It was a close fight, 7 rounds of 5 in favor of Maurice Hooker. I told you the Flanagan and Alex Asano fights would come back to catch it with Maurice Hooker. I told you that Maurice Hooker just had too many flaws, even as a tall fighter. He wasn't. I just thought that Jose Ramirez would win, and I was right.
It was such a good round for Hooker too. He was having such a good round, and the hook landed, the right landed, and then he was through the guard, landing left, right. He got him against the ropes, and then he finished the job. It was over. A good stoppage, in my opinion.
It was a good stop because that was a monster shot landing, and he was about. You didn't want to have one of those situations, man, where we could end up with another shift situation. It was a great stoppage. He had no protection. He couldn't protect himself at that time. I feel bad for Maurice Hooker's kids, man. And I'm looking at the kids crying.
Camera, bro. God.
Yeah, don't do that to me, man. I didn't need to see that shit. We didn't need to see that, man. Come on. You didn't need to do that. What was the purpose of doing that, man? For real. Can anybody explain the purpose of showing his kid? You ruined the moment, man. I'm getting excited, love box. I don't need to see that shit. Come on.
They do that for the emotion.
Come on, man.
All that bullshit. No need for that.
I don't need to, but that don't help me. I'm excited about it. I'm over here and I'm looking at this kid that takes away.
And look at that finish, bro. What a finish. Yep. Oh, that right hand, dude. Oh my God. The ref, man.
That right hand set
up
that left hook.
Oh my God.
The right hand.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. I told people, man. I told people about Jose Ramirez, why I favored him, man, and I was 100% right. And I kept telling people, I said to Alex Acevedo, he got hit too much against Alex Acevedo. Terry Flanagan had some success against him. Neither one of those dudes are even anywhere near the same level as Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez, in my opinion, faces different competition than Jose Cepeda. He's a better corner man, which I tried to point out. I know people don't like some of the stuff that, yes, Robert Garcia has said some crap, some racist shit he has, but the motherfucker can fucking train. He's one of the top trainers in all of boxing. And it shows. Jose Ramirez, when he was with Freddie Roach, did not slip punches like this. He didn't do this. There's a difference, a major difference. Defensively, Jose Ramirez is better.
By the way, shout out to Karate Body with that saying great commentary, fellas, with that super chat. I appreciate the support. And, man, make sure you guys throw a jab at that like button, right, for the commentary and the play-by-play. I think I did it right. By the way, that fight ended in a flash, bro. And that's boxing, right?
Yeah.
That's it can happen that way.
No, but I'm not surprised that he ended up stopping him, man. Just based off of what I've seen from two fighters. I told you the two fights. You guys go back and watch the Terry Flanagan fight where he was having success using the jab, but the Alex Acevedo fight, we got put on his ass. Come on, man. Let's keep it 100, man. Alex Acevedo blocks with his face. He just walked his way into the inside, catch the shots. Ended up getting knocked out as Maurice showed a lot of heart, but it was coming. He's talked about he wanted to face Regis Poirier. Regis Poirier was gonna knock him out. Josh Taylor was gonna knock him out, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see what happens with Jose Ramirez. Is he gonna fight Poirier? That's just watching him slip shots. It's a lot tougher fight. But I stated this the last time that it's a tougher fight for Poirier or Taylor than it initially was. I still think that they're better than him. I still think he leaves himself open for bigger shots, and I don't think Hooker hits as hard as Regis Poirier. He doesn't. He's not as fast as Regis Poirier, and he's not as good defensively as Regis Poirier. And Josh. One of the problems with Josh Taylor, which I think that Jose Ramirez has a better chance to get him from, that Josh Taylor tends to throw too many combinations. Jose Ramirez will punch with you, and he will catch you in between shots. And Taylor tends to leave himself open, where that's his opportunity to take advantage of Taylor. But Taylor was a better athlete than Jose Ramirez. And has faster hands, and I think he hits harder than Ramirez too. It's
funny because I was about to say, "Oh, this is a great round for Hooker," but before I said it, he landed that right hand, then the left hook, bro. It was a wrap, dude.
No, but if you also watch this round, you can see Jose Ramirez was doing a good job trying to close the distance, and Jose Ramirez, like you talking about, he stopped jabbing to the body, which is the best way. It's a good way to keep somebody who's shorter than you and doesn't have the reach advantage against you, at bay, and also a way to take away stamina and air away from an opponent is a jab to the chest, man. But like I said, I saw this shit coming, bro. Something about me. I saw this coming, bro.
I want to listen to Ramirez really quick. Hold on, let me play this.
Aiden Hearn, Maurice and his team, and all the amazing fans here in Texas. Thank you guys so much for this opportunity. It was a blessing for me to showcase my talent in front of you guys. And I'm very happy. I was honestly impressed by power against a top fighter like Maurice Zucker. And it just lets me know I'm on the right track to continue to be a better fighter and improving myself as a fighter, growing as a professional in the 140-pound division. And I'm ready for anyone now.
This was viewed by a lot of people as a total pick-up fight coming in, a 50-50 type of fight. How confident were you coming into this fight?
I felt very, very confident with my skills, just like any fighter feels before coming into it.
Pretty standard stuff. I don't need to listen. Well, I already know what they're going to say. You know what I mean? He said he'll fight anybody. We'll see, man. I want to see Ramirez against the winner of Josh Taylor, Prograis, because that'll be a big fight, bro. Like Prograis or Ramirez,
it would be, man.
Big fight.
Yeah, I want to see it happen too. That fight will probably be in Fresno, so I'll be there. I want to see. I want to see this. It'll likely take place in Fresno, man. I know disrespect to Poirier, and I like Poirier, but he's not a draw. Jose Ramirez sells out Fresno every time. It just makes more sense from a financial standpoint. Jose Ramirez has Central California locked down, man. So that's where the fight should take place. But I'm going to tell you this right now, man. It's a much tougher fight, but they were right to do that because Jose Ramirez has improved. Because if he would have fought Jose Ramirez last year, man, if Jose Ramirez would have fought Porgray last year, he got stopped in the first few rounds, man. He didn't have the defense, man. Now he's better defensively. It's a much better fight. I still think Porgray is better because Porgray is a monster defensively, man. He slips a shit ton of punches, man. Blocks a lot of shots, doesn't really get hit. Super athletic, fast, and heavy, and a monster puncher, man. He's a monster puncher. I'm just telling you, man. This is not the same matchup. Don't what you seen in the Hooker fight. The Porgray's a better fighter than Hooker, man. He just is. I know a lot of people don't. Maybe you don't know it. You're gonna find out real soon when you see him. The speed advantage. He's much faster than Hooker. Hooker, to me, I don't think there's a big difference between the speed of Hooker and Ramirez. But I told you guys, man, it's just something about Ramirez, man. The struggle against Alex Aceto. If you just look at his last few fights, he just wasn't that impressive me, except for he showed a lot of heart against Alex Aceto. But Alex Aceto is the kind of guy that you should never be in trouble against if you're one of the top fighters. So I knew that he was going to be. This is a guy that Jose Ramirez would absolutely dominate and destroy. If they would have fought, it would have been a one-sided massacre. And that's why I said this doesn't really surprise me that much. But I think that Jose Ramirez is going to have some problems against Taylor or Porter. I think Porter was the worst matchup for him, in my opinion, still. But Josh Taylor, in my opinion, he'll have opportunity against him because Josh Taylor throws 5-6 punch combinations, man, because he's so heavy on the front foot. He has the ability to fight off the back foot and use lateral moves, but he's just an offensive guy, man. He's a killer. And his mindset is to try to beat you up. And because of that, I think Jose Ramirez has opportunities, man, to stop Josh Taylor, man. I do.
This was someone's asking. No, the fight already ended, bro. Ramirez won by knockout, man. That's what happened. 5th round, right? Or 6th?
Yep. 6th round
stoppage. I can't believe it, man. Like I am. In terms of like it ended that early. I thought this was gonna go the distance, but
people asking will you fight Porgray? Last year they ducked Porgray big time, man. They played purse bit of games to avoid the fight. So the Porgray, so they decided, they said, look, man, we don't want to fight you. We'll give you a hometown fight. You'll be able to fight on ESPN. So that's what Bob Arum did, but they had no intentions of fighting Regis Porgray last year. They were afraid of that fight. They knew that Jose Ramirez wasn't ready for Porgray. Porgray would have destroyed that dude, man, last year. And they knew it. They knew it. Now, would they try to fight him now? I don't know, man. I really don't know. I hope they do. I mean, it's good to see how much. I do think he's improved enough where it's more competitive. I still got Porgray. I think Porgray just an absolute monster, man. I just what I just see, but I understand why people
look. Jose Ramirez.
Yeah.
It's a big win for him, man. This is a big win for him.
Yes.
And the problem is Top Rank going to bring him back to the zone? That's one of my main issues. You think they'll bring back?
No, they don't have to for Reach Porgray. No, that fight can be on ESPN because the simple fact that Porgray isn't. You know what I'm saying? Porgray isn't the draw in New Orleans, man. It's pretty much a lot of empty seats. Whereas it just doesn't make any sense to have that fight in New Orleans, and have it on the zone. That fight should be in Fresno, so I can go there and see it.
You want to see it, that's why. But I think it'll still sell there, man. They could do it in Texas.
Oh, they could do it in Texas, but I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, he got a lot of support tonight, but I mean, me. No California, man, as he already just went on the road and beat up his opponent, man. And after the Zepeda fight, I'm telling you this right now, I know that Hooker can crack, but if you guys go back and watch the Zepeda fight and look how slippery Zepeda was, I mean, he's like, oh my God, I don't have to fight anybody that slick again. I mean, he just looked relieved not to have to face that dude again. He don't hit as hard as Hooker, but Zepeda is so slippery, man. Zepeda slipped a shitload of shots, man.
To the chat, stop telling people Hooker won. Okay, Like they'll never come back to this channel if they're getting wrong information. Okay. Ramirez won, guys. Okay. Ramirez won by 6th round TKO.
And really, man, I mean, it was a competitive fight up until then, man. Hooker was showing some signs, but I mean, you look in the first round, you can see his lack of balance was always going to catch up to him. His footwork, Maurice Hooker, for a guy that tall, he needs to improve his footwork, man, or he's going to get knocked out again. I always told people this, that Maurice Hooker was a knockout waiting to happen, man. I knew that. Me personally, I always thought that a fight between Hooker and Porter was a 2 or 3 round fight. Wow. I mean, for real, I've stated this. I've never thought that much of Maurice Hooker, man. He just showed me more heart, so I gave him more respect because he showed a lot of heart against Alex Acedo, but I never thought much of Alex Acedo. Alex Acedo is a rock'em sock'em fighter who blocks with his face. So I mean, I don't think much of fighters who fight like that, man. I never have and never will. And if you don't use any kind of defense, man, I consider you to be a step up fighter for prospects in the future. And that's what Alex Acedo's future is, in my opinion. You know, and Maurice Hooker is going to eventually become a gatekeeper, in my opinion. I'm not saying it's going to happen now, but he's going to be this. If he doesn't fix his footwork, he has tools. He has natural talent, Maurice Hooker, but he needs to get a new trainer, in my opinion. I know people say just because he lost. No, he does. His footwork's bad. He's off balance far too much, man. Not just in this fight, but he's always struggling, always slipping. And it's footwork. He needs to go take a year off and work on his footwork, man. He should have a strong base. And you really don't have a strong base because your footwork's bad. And he always, am I crazy? Or does it seem like I don't know how many fights you've seen of Hookers. Doesn't it seem like he's always stumbling and slipping and shit? I mean, am I missing something?
Yeah, but it still surprised me how he got caught like that. Like I knew Ramirez was going to put some pressure on him, and Ramirez has a pretty solid knockout ratio for that weight class.
Right.
But man, when he got hurt like that, and I almost knew it was over too. When the way he kind of stumbled.
That
back.
right hand, though, the right hand, even though it didn't land, distracted Hooker enough where he wasn't in position to defend himself. He was distracted and got caught with a left hook he did not see. If you go back and look at that, he did not see that left hook. That's why it hurt him. He never saw it. Yeah. And it was right. It was smart. He took advantage of the opening. I'm talking about Jose Ramirez took advantage of that opportunity right there. But why? Because he kept following up. He saw that Maurice Hooker was off balance. It was not. It was out of position. It was operative. That's why it's good to follow up with shots. Even if you miss, sometimes you don't throw punches to land. You throw punches to set up another shot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's called throwaway punches, man. That's a throwaway punch. Shout out to Jose Ramirez, man. Smart. It's called being smart, man. When you got a good corner like he has, you're taught these type of things, yeah. and it showed, man. So, man, salute to him, man. Like I said, man, he's definitely come a long way. If I was him, I probably wouldn't try to make the Regis Prograis fight this year. Maybe next year. I would maybe like next summer let him get a little bit more experience, and maybe that fight, the pick'em fight, come next time, because Jose Ramirez has come a long way. If you don't believe me, if Jose Ramirez has come a long way, go watch him as a boxer under Freddie Roach, and you tell me if he hasn't improved, because he has.
Yeah, man, definitely got better, and I got to tell you, man, I liked his bobbing and weaving in this fight. A lot of people think you got to be like the most athletic guy in the world to do that. Like you can, all fighters can utilize that, man. And he did it really well in this fight. Yep. It's slipped, he would slip, even though Hooker had the longer reach, man, he would slip the jab and come inside. It was great. He looked really good in this fight. He made adjustments, Hooker had a really good, was that 4th or 5th round? Like he had a really good round,
right?
And he just, he made some adjustments, and that's good to see, man. And he did not get discouraged of going to the body. Hooker was blocking some of those with his elbows. He has long arms, but it didn't discourage him at all. He kept going.
No, he kept throwing, man. No matter what he said, I'm like, look, man, I know. He said, look, I'm just coming up short with some of these shots. If I just keep going, he just said, I just got to keep closing the distance. And he never gave up. He just said, I just got to keep closing the distance. If I just keep closing the distance, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. And he did, man. He did a really good job of working his way in. Sometimes he would jab his way because people don't know. Just because you got your shorter reach doesn't mean you can't jab. He was landing jabs in his fight. He landed a lot of jabs, a lot more jabs than people realize in this fight.
the reality is once you're on the inside, the one with the disadvantage is the guy with the long arms.
Yep.
Okay? So that's why Ramirez kept closing that distance on him. You know what I mean? And I don't know why Hooker just let himself get pushed against the ropes. You know, I know Ramirez is quite a strong guy, but still,
No, but remember what I said? No, I said this in the 4th round, bro. I said, man, he needs to get off the ropes, man. I said, man, if he keeps getting upset, ending up against the ropes, he's gonna get beat, man. And I was right. I knew it was coming, bro. I knew it was coming because I said, man, he said Maurice Hooker's got to stay off the ropes. And on the ropes, he was at a horrible disadvantage. And it showed, man. I'm so happy though, man. Like I said, man, as someone who couldn't stand Jose Ramirez last year because of the way he ducked Poirier and has come around to like him, I'm not someone who liked Jose Ramirez originally. I didn't. He had to grow on me, man. As I started to watch him fight and I watched his improvement is what I started to like. That's when I started to like him. Then I met him. And then when I met him, and he and his family was so nice that, like I said, but I got a different feeling toward this guy and watching his work ethic. And he has such a hard work ethic, man. I can never dislike this guy. But you know what I'm saying? If he was to go ahead and pull an upset and beat a Taylor or Poirier, man, salute to him, man. You know what I'm saying? The good kid, man, hardworking, man. I have nothing against him, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to him, man. Like I said, man, one of the nicest families you will ever meet in the sport of boxing, man. Jose Ramirez and his family, man. Salute to him and his wife. You know what I'm saying? And his kids, man. Salute to him and his family, and the rest of his family too. Good people, man. Really, really, really good people. Just wanted to put that out there for anybody. If you have never met Jose Ramirez, I promise you, he's one of the best people you'll ever meet in the sport of boxing, man. For real.
But for the guy that earlier, man, I don't know what the hell this dude was talking about. He said, rather than giving Ramirez credit, guess what the black fans do? Bring up another black fighter. It's boxing, bro. Like, we're gonna bring up progress. I mean, I'm not black, but I'm just saying, like, we're gonna bring that up because it's obvious. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm not sure what you're talking about. That's why you're banned from the channel. Yeah.
Can I respond to this guy? Hollow type Zero Miss said, look, bro. Look, man, I understand that you think I'm being very biased with Freddie Roach. To be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of Freddie Roach, but I do think he's done a very good job with Manny Pacquiao. That's the one guy he's really had success with. But for the most part, his fighters have not been really successful. He hasn't been successful with a lot of fighters. Most of his fighters, a lot of his fighters have getting beaten up, man. I'm just keeping it 100. Freddie Roach does not emphasize defense. He doesn't, which is why a lot of fighters, when they leave him, they get better. Jose, it's not just because he's better suited for another coach. He left and he got taught defense, something that Freddie Roach never taught him. If Freddie Roach could have taught him how to bob and weave, man. He didn't teach him that. So me saying that Freddie Roach is overrated as a trainer, I think so. I do. I mean, can you name me really anybody else who Freddie Roach has really, really been successful with? At least a fighter that he started with. But I'm just telling you, man, the fact that he left Freddie Roach for Robert Garcia, to me, who I think is a far superior trainer, and to me, his track record goes to prove that. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to me to hate, because Freddie Roach is a nice guy. I met Freddie Roach. Nice guy. I spoke to him. I actually have an interview. I never put it up. I still have it. I actually have it on this phone that I'm speaking on right now. I have an interview with Freddie Roach that I never put up. Freddie Roach is a nice guy, but I think I actually have an interview with Robert Garcia too. I've spoke to Robert Garcia at least 3-4 times. Need to get up to both their gyms. But yeah, I notice things. Just because I am emphasizing that Robert Garcia is better. Robert Garcia is better because he's better. That track record says he's better, and the improvements that Jose Ramirez made in this fight. Made to me. If he was with Freddie Roach, he would have lost to Maurice Hooker tonight. He would have, because he wouldn't have been able to get inside that jab. He would have been getting hit. He'd have been getting tagged with that jab. He would have been blocking with his face. Just me being honest. So I don't hate Freddie Roach. I just don't think that he's effective with very many fighters. I don't know, man. You can disagree with me. You have that right. No hate.
Yeah. I think with any trainer, right? It depends on the style of fighter. to me, I've always said Garcia is, in terms of game plan and improving fighters, he has, man. Like with Maidana, he did a good job with Maidana. Ramirez is another example. Um, and but I do have some criticisms of Robert. That's he doesn't know when to stop a fight when he should. Um, it's like in the Margarito fight with Pacquiao is a good example. I think Rios was in some fights that I think he should have probably stopped, but that's another story. Um, but they're both. I mean, we're comparing a top level trainer to another top level trainer. You know what I mean?
Facts. He's a Hall of Famer trainer, man, and he had a lot of success with Manny Pacquiao. I mean, Manny Pacquiao became better under Freddie Roach. I'm not going to sit here and act like that didn't happen. He did. But let me say this to Martinez. I'm not hating on Jose Ramirez. I actually met the guy, liked the guy. I don't know how. I've been putting praise on this guy for like the last half hour, even before the fight started. Jose Ramirez, man, I'm telling you this right now, man. They kept Jose Ramirez away from Regis Prograis for a reason. I mean, they were that. Jose Ramirez was never supposed to be the WC champion. He was he fought Amir Imam. Of course, we all know that Don King has a great relationship with the WBC. They got that fight made into a WC championship. Both Jose Ramirez and Regis Prograis were supposed to fight for the main championship, for the main belt. When after Jose Ramirez won the main belt, this is exactly what happened. And if you don't believe me, you can research this. Bob Arum played purse bid games to make sure that fight never took place. Regis Prograis was ready to go to Fresno to fight Jose Ramirez, but they did everything they can to stop it. Go ahead.
I don't feel we're hating on Ramirez at all. Like I don't. We just covered his fight. We give him credit for winning most of the rounds against Hooker. We're here because we're excited for his fight. Like, what do you mean? This fight was on the Zone on an app. Mainstream media isn't talking about this fight.
No, I guess he was trying to say. He said, "Man, you guys keep denying him." I said, "No, I favored him the whole time. It happened. Am I wrong? I favored Jose Ramirez the whole time over Maurice Hooker. I never deviated away from that. I've always seen him as I thought he was better, and I explained why. Right. I explained why. I also thought he faced better competition. I explained why. Also, I always, and anybody who's ever been on my channel, one thing they know is I give high praise to Robert Garcia, who I think is one of the top 2 trainers in all of boxing. So yeah, I'm just keeping it 100 here, but what I'm going by is this. You said, keep saying about, man, what Regis Prograis just did to Relic. Do you know who Relic is? You know what the hell he just did to Relic? He destroyed Relic. Absolutely destroyed him. I'm just telling you this. Well, I'm trying to tell you,
if the argument, I have a simple solution to all this, guys. Okay, if your argument is I don't like doing the whole who is he fought and like he's about to fight Josh Taylor. Okay, that's number one. Number two, everything is handled in the ring. So I'm all for collecting all the belts by one guy, and that's it. I mean, it's as simple as that. I think Ramirez has a good shot in those fights, but he has to prove it in the ring. It's no one's taking away from what he just did. Okay, so this was obviously a great performance, and he exceeded my expectations. I thought he was going to win by decision. He won by 6-round knockout.
Hold on, he keeps saying most of y'all, bro. I don't know if he's talking to me or not, bro. I'm the one that said I've been Jose. Dude, go to my Instagram. You're gonna see Jose Ramirez on my Instagram. Me at his fight. I'm not only that. I actually used to go train. I used to go watch. I don't know if you know who's a guy who's friends, a boxer who's friends with Jose Ramirez is Gabriel Flores Jr., Gabriel Flores Sr. And like I said, I got them on I actually interviewed him multiple times. They love Jose Ramirez.
I'll say this.
But like I said, I got a chance to meet Jose Ramirez himself.
Let me just say this.
And I'm telling you this right now.
Martinez, if Prograis ain't that good, then Ramirez will wax him, right? So if he's not that good. So it's I don't know what the argument is, right? So it's just saying. Osasa is talking to not the commenter, but the people on the chat, I guess. That's what he's calling fans. We're all fans, but nonetheless.
Yeah, okay, that's all good.
With that said,
let's put it this way. Can I say this real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me say this real quick. Don't forget, because Josh Taylor beat Victor Poster. Josh Taylor has a pretty good resume for we got 13 fights now, something like that. If Regis Prograis waxes Josh Taylor, who has the best resume at 140 in my opinion, do you understand what I'm saying here? Why I wouldn't favor Regis Prograis over Jose Ramirez? I'm just saying, man, this tournament has had great fighters in it.
Yeah. And if he got rocked in the amateurs, I don't know if that's true or not, but if he did, I mean, he was a boy. Now he's a man, bro. Like, this is the heavyweight. This is not heavyweights. I'm sorry. This is pros. You know what I mean? So,
he also lost a close fight in the amateurs. Also lost a close fight to Errol Spence. So what does that mean?
Wow. Yeah.
Very close fight.
Much bigger guy, Errol Spence.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't know, bro.
Progress is a big dude, but he's at 140.
Yeah, but he came down for 152. He in the amateurs, he fought at 152.
Okay. Oh, with that said, man, it was good having you on. Good in between round talks there. This was fun. You have any final thoughts?
Oh yeah, man. We have another good fight coming up too. We got Adam Kownacki versus Chris Areola. I think that Chris Areola is going to make that fight closer.
You think so? I don't know.
Yeah, everyone has Areola just getting annihilated. I don't think so. I think that fight's going to be closer than what people think.
I don't know.
What do you think about that?
I don't know, man. I think Areola's going to get waxed on, waxed off. Okay, I think it's a wrap.
I don't know. I think that fight's closer. I think it's a little closer than you think. I just can't get past Kownacki struggling with Charles Martin, man. I just can't. Charles Martin is awful to me. He's one of the worst fighters I've ever seen in my life. I just can't get beyond that. So whenever I think about that, Charles Martin was starting to come back and almost came back and beat Adam Kownacki, I just see Areola, who to me I know Areola has been through a lot of wars and stuff like that, but I think Areola's going to make it a tougher fight than what people think.
Where do these people come from, bro? Like, dude, just like Mexican Americans are a joke. Like, who is this guy? We just have another racist idiot. Little Ghost, you're gone, bro. All right, you're done. Like, you're banned from this channel for life, bro. Okay, like what are you doing? All right.
What the hell? What's wrong with people, man? Really? You people suck, man. I mean, we're trying to enjoy boxing, man. And why do we always got to deal with you trolls? What are you trying to? They're trying to cause. They're trying to cause. They're trying to cause dissent between black and brown. I know what you're trying to do, man. It's not gonna work over here, buddy. It's not gonna work over here. I grew up in California, and you can see DStyle from Texas. We used to diversity, bro. You're in the wrong. You be coming to the wrong places. For wrong place right here, man.
There's no room for that. I don't know if that's a fight of the year, G-Funk. G-Funk said fight of the year. I don't know about that, but.
Oh yeah, Areola. He's talking about this last fight right here.
Oh, okay. I thought he meant.
And Kownacki versus. I'm gonna tell you, man, Kownacki. Oh, Kownacki versus Areola could potentially be. I'm not being funny, bro. I'm serious. That could potentially be fight of the year. When I saw that fight come, I said, "Oh my god, this fight can be absolutely awesome, absolutely awesome." Because everybody's talking about. Remember, everybody wanted to see Andy Maurice versus Kownacki. I think Andy Maurice washes Kownacki, but
and by the way,
I think Areola and Kownacki close.
Like I understand, just ignore and block. I understand that, but it needs to be made clear that this is not tolerated on this channel. Okay, like it just isn't. So, like I don't play with that shit. All right. So at the end of the day, and it has to be addressed because I don't think being silent about it is the way to go. That's just me. But with Callie, I do want to thank you again for coming on. Taking the time out to do this, man. I appreciate it, man.
Oh man, no man, it's a beautiful thing, man. Thanks for letting me come on, man. Hopefully we can continue to do this, man. And you know what I'm saying? Eric, I'm down for doing this all the time, man. If you'll have me on your channel, man.
Absolutely, man. Are you gonna do something tomorrow?
No, I'm available tomorrow, man. If you want to go ahead and do this tomorrow, we want to do some type of live tomorrow, I'm available.
I mean, I could go on the channel if you want, so it's up to you. Let me know.
Okay, man. Yeah, I'll let you know, man. I've been busy the last couple of weekends, man. I've been moving out stuff, throwing stuff away. So yeah, if I have the time tomorrow, I'll definitely. And if not, I'll email you and tell you to go live so I can hop on yours. That doesn't really matter at this point until I finish up this stuff. But I should be done, I believe, sometime this week. So hopefully, with throwing everything out. It's called spring cleaning, man. Throwing shit out, going to the dump. But shit, man, got to do that sometimes. We collect a lot of shit.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to dump stuff.
All right, man. Well, thanks for coming on, and we're out of here, guys. It's DStyleBoxing with Gally. Keep it boxing. I'm out.